Hello, happy family. Welcome back to episode 374 of the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast. It is our very special, now traditional, flagship release day live show with, of course, Billy Celio, who's coming from the majestic new offices at Upper Deck. And before we say hello, I should mention, too, that our show, this show, the Gongshow podcast, is officially presented by Upper Deck. Does that make you our boss, Billy?
There's probably gonna be a lot of comments that kind of are surrounded around that topic. By the way, Josh, I was just wondering how your arm is feeling. I heard you had hurt yourself, and I did not want Phil to dig a hole and throw a rock on top of you if you were unable to work.
Oh, stop!
This feed at all.
That was something about Phil that nobody needed to know. Probably nobody should know. He's you hide your pets. Phil Marsh is here on the Gong Show.
Anyway, this is about Billy tonight, not about me. So.
You know what was hilarious too is I was listening to it in my car, and then literally like after it was just like Phil, I don't know. It went to commercial, and I was just like, did they just cut out because of Phil? But.
PETA came after me. They broke into my house and kidnapped me. Yeah. Get him.
I've been working for 9 months on a PETA sponsorship, and just like that, it was gone. I don't know how, but it's happened to me before. All right, Billy. Well, big day, but we got to talk. You got an office now. It's already messy. Very exciting.
It's not messy. What are
Look behind you. You got boxes.
It's not clean.
Oh, okay. So I don't have shelves yet. Like I'm supposed to get shelves, and they had these bins. And they're like, well, we need the bins back. I go, I need shelves to put stuff on because if I have a desk, I want to keep the desk clean and I want to decorate and stuff. So long story short, like these are all stuff because we don't have our library yet. So I've got the case of Detroit Red Wings. I've got the case of I got Fleer Ultra back here. I got Series 1. I got a little bit of everything. So once the office wakes up, I can go. And that reminds me, I probably should shut this door so people don't have to listen.
Who's your neighbor? Who is is Grant your neighbor or somebody? Billy?
No, I got Tony. Tony's next to me there, and our brand team is next to me on the other side.
Okay.
Now, one thing you have not learned yet about office life is when we do a live show like this on your dry erase board behind you, you're supposed to.
I already know. I already saw it. And you know what?
So people can pinch in and kind of see like the print run of Young Guns acetate and all the other secrets we want to know.
Basically, if you guys have a calendar, you like that stuff that's gonna eventually come out soon. We have like pre-launches when we go over stuff, so it's no surprise. We got AEW Allure coming out in a month or so. We got Extended in a few months, and we got Fleer Ultra Superman in a month or two. So. Those are products that I need to finish zooming in. I appreciate that. And then the other thing is, you joke about this, but right there, that says blame legal. That's
there you go.
Whenever I can't do fun stuff, it's just blame legal.
Yeah, that's how it goes. When you're a corporation and you hire lawyers, they do lawyering things.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, okay, well, it's a big day. We got a lot to get into today. With, of course, the release of the Matthew Schaefer Young Guns and the rest of the cards in Series 2. But before we do, a couple of very quick announcements. I got to say congrats to my alma mater, Hibbing High School, for advancing to the quarterfinals of the Cheese Billy.
Oh, that made a huge difference.
Oh, my God.
That did make a big difference.
That's crazy. I thought that you lost 10 years of your life right there. That were gained 20 years, yeah.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so... Again, my alma mater, Hibbing High School, won today in the quarterfinals of the Class A component of the greatest hockey tournament on earth, the Minnesota State High School Hockey Tournament, 4-1 victory over Dodge City. We are looking for our first title since 1973.
Dodge County,
Dodge City, who cares? Hibbing, that's what we care about. So congrats to them. Want to make a couple quick shout outs for our other sponsors for helping to make this show possible. We have GP Sport Cards and Total Sports. Grant is, I think, still at it, ripping through tons of Series 2 breaks on his YouTube channel, gpsportscards.com. He'll be, I'm sure, breaking more Series 2 on Friday. So go ahead and get your spots at gpsportcards.com as well. And if you're in Canada, he's got really good prices on Series 2 hobby boxes. You can get those at totalsportcards.com. You can ship anywhere in the country, right to your doorstep. And then want to make a quick shout out to Slab Sharks as well. They're doing something new with this release. I don't know if Louis or Phil, you guys saw this, but the submission deadline passed. But if you pull the $1,000 above card out of Series 2 today, they're doing a special 24-hour release day auction.
Ooh, exciting.
That will be live through tomorrow night. So if you're looking for some of the bangers from this new flagship release, you want to go and check that out at slabsharks.com. And then also, any of I'm sure there'll be Matthew Schaefer and Kindle and all the other Young Guns and big cards from the release and the upcoming weekly auctions. And we are the U.S. official submission partner there too. So again, to submit any of your cards, if you want to sell them, go to slabsharks.com, or if you want to buy them, go there too. Phil, really quickly, want to preview your show tomorrow night, Friday Nights with Phil?
Yeah, it's going to start at 9 p.m. Phil will be there. Dave will be there. Maybe Victoria will be there. I'm trying to get Alex, one of one collector, back on to hang out with us. So he'll either be there tomorrow or next Friday.
Well, I hope he's there Friday, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Thank you, Louis.
Sorry.
We usually do our podcast Thursday, so Friday Nights with Phil on Friday. Sorry, I set him up. That's my bad.
So it'll be it'll be on in 2 days, and it'll be Friday. We're gonna be fun. We're gonna go over the flagship releases. I want to go over the inserts. I mean, we will tonight as well. But flagship release week at Friday Nights with Phil kind of writes itself. So we'll be diving deep into and critiquing Billy's set. So,
and you get a special surprise for me.
Yeah. There's a box here.
Mm-hmm.
So Josh and Louis sent me a box. It's very light as a feather. It's not a hockey card, and they said, I'll open it at the end of my show, and I will like it, but I won't know if I'll keep it or not.
Those are the only clues I would give him, Louis. Are those good clues?
It's it's a small box for a girlfriend. I mean, I don't know.
What's in the box?
There's an air pump in the other box that's coming. So
good.
Worry about
Okay,
that.
that's good.
Okay, and then lastly, before we get started, just a reminder that our show, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast, we are a Patreon podcast. What that means is we do rely on the good listener and good watcher, if you're watching us live on YouTube, to help us support our show, cover expenses, continue to produce what we hope to be more and better hockey card content, and then fund initiatives, even in a small way, to grow the hobby. If you want to support us, be one of our first 999 supporters. The Future Watch Gonger title, Billy, don't sue us, please, for that. It's different
Billy,
enough, I think.
It's his neighbor.
Blame legal. Blame
legal. Well, once you do that, you'll help us cover our legal defense fund. You get access to the Gongshow Discord, Behind the Bench with our guy Neil and his show, otherwise known as Expo Mom. We do things like 5K Challenge. We're going to do probably something with the playoffs coming up. We do fantasy hockey, a whole bunch of stuff there. If you want to support us, it's very easy to do. Just go to our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, click on the Become a Patron link, or go to Patreon directly, patreon.com, and search for us at Hockey Cards Gong Show. There's a link in the show description, both YouTube and podcast apps, and our Instagram, TikTok profile too. The immaculate, the revered Baba Louie. We have one new patron since our last show on Monday.
We do. Shout him out? I do. I got to make him a slide. I'll make it up to him next time. But we have P. Chiappetta.
I think Pino Chiappetta.
Yeah.
Oh, Pinocchio's dad?
Chiappetta.
I don't know. It sounds French. Just kidding. Okay. Yeah. We're going to do the game plan, Louis, or just roll on?
Sure are. No, let's do it real quick. We'll jump in 2025-26 Series 2 info. Then it's our first Series 2 giveaway. After that, early Young Gun sales and values. Then we'll ask Billy what's next. And then everybody else can ask Billy everything and anything. And
ask Billy everything. Yeah, remember, save your questions. Ask anything. Nothing's off the table, according to Billy. You can ask him personal questions about family history, medical records, anything, everything at Upper Deck. If you have a redemption status you need, he keeps a spreadsheet with him at all times, and he is committed to not leaving any question unanswered, and that's why.
Good question, Noah,
Billy
but
Celio.
He'll answer it at the end. So
yeah,
and then after that, Josh has a personal pickup he'd like to share.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
you sent it to Louis yesterday? I have like 50 cards to send you, Louis. Sorry, I keep forgetting to do it the day before, though, so it's going to be a pile.
Okay.
No.
Billy, flagship release day. What did you guys open your
Yes.
case already? Have you seen it?
Yes.
Okay. How'd it go?
We got 12 cards per pack, 12 packs per box, and 12 boxes per case.
Oh, you did.
And we only
Okay.
hit one. I think we only hit one Schaefer. So we left the 2 Schaefer cases for all y'all.
Yeah, okay. So I mean, I think that's a good place to start, right? Because, and I'll go off the information that you've told us in the past. That is where basically flagship is still very much constructed to the set builder. So when somebody orders a case or buys a case, and as it goes to the Young Guns, there's 50 Young Guns in the Series 2 checklist, and basically it's designed where you should get at least one of every 50. And then it's about 1.5 average per case, like for any individual Young Guns, like a Schaefer, correct?
Yes.
Riveting.
Riveting.
Okay.
Good to know. Good to know. Beyond
You get 72 Young Guns. So there's 50 Young Guns. So you're gonna get 50 and then an additional 22.
Gotcha. And then now there's hits that come in at the case level. Like in every pack, right? You'll get a numbered card, you get an outburst, you get some canvas. But what are the case level hits for flagship releases?
Pretty much any numbered card is one of our like case hits, and then we also have some like photo variations and some rare inserts like the the Phenomations or the the Incarnations. The Pink Dazzlers, I believe, are 1 per case. Those are one of the case hits. So basically, it's a mishmash of a lot of different things.
Gotcha. All right. Where do you want to start? Like what are when we look at any individual flagship release, and for maybe somebody that's new to collecting or somebody that's collected for a long time, like what stands out about this release in particular that people should know about?
So with the change of kind of like locations of where we print stuff and the timing of everything, as people have known the last few years, we've had to switch, Series 1 to basically being all holdover rookies, players that started at the end of last season that we can put into the set, and Series 2 has now kind of become the home of that number 1 draft pick that usually will start the season on a team. And this year it's Matthew Schaefer. So everybody's been excited after he just broke record for 18-year-old scoring goals. He's as advertised. So it's been pretty exciting, and the anticipation for the Schaefer Young Guns has been pretty big. But like you're saying, it's flagship's kind of a set collector set still. So it's a continuation also of Series 1, where you've got those collectors that want to build from card 1 all the way up through card 750. So, or actually 730. But so this is part 2. This is like your new skating rookies, which people are excited about. It's a continuation of stuff that you're able to put even more rookie content in there. And it's fun. I had a conversation with Grant when we were opening it. I go, what's funny, Grant? This is one of the easiest sets to build. It kind of builds itself because I did all the hard work in Series 1. You came up with a lot of the inserts and stuff initially in Series 1, and they carry over. Now there's still a bunch of inserts that we need to create for some new things. Depending on what I'm eating that week, it will depend on what the insert and everything. But
what's in the vending machine?
It's a lot. The flagship. The hard part about flagship is just is making sure that it's you have so many different SKUs, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You've got all the different type of blasters. You have all the different type of
Yeah.
retail. You have, and keeping track of that, like the build sheet goes on forever. Like when you're trying to, like, there's so many columns to it, and you have to make sure everything is like that. That build sheet's a lot busier than a lot of the other ones that I do that might just have hobby and EPAC. That being said, a lot of the stuff's like I joke, like the first 33 forms are already done. Like it's literally, you've got your base set, you've got the parallel, like all that's done for me already. I've got half the set built.
Mhm.
So, but it's still exciting to see some of the new stuff. It's still fun to kind of try to come up with some creative inserts and some rare inserts and some chase for all you guys to get excited about. But that's kind of the feel of Series 2. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm doing this all wrong. I'm supposed to be like, boo, 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 boo. There's a $50,000 card out there. Oh, Series 2, you have to buy it because there's a $50,000 card, and that's what you're buying it for because there's so many $50,000 cards and $100,000 cards.
I think there's just one.
That's a great Phil impression you do.
Sorry, I'm sorry I didn't hype it like I was like everybody else hypes their stuff now, and how this is like.
Well, you're on the wrong channel.
Like
you're on. I don't think we've ever done that once.
so much FOMO. Oh, I'm not saying you guys. I'm just saying there's so much FOMO out there. Like you're not gonna get your chance to get the big chase hit of the week.
Yeah. Okay, so when it comes to the Young Guns, which is the premier card of any flagship release, we know now that Series 1 will have the holdover rookies. So those are the guys that skated at the end of last year after the NCAA season or were called up from your European league, or a lot of guys that debut anywhere from now till the end of the year. Then Series 2 will have any other rookies that were in Series 1, or potentially people like Matthew Schaefer who were picked in last summer's draft. And then, of course, per the rule, you have to wait for them to skate in order to be an official Young Guns. So when it came to choosing who was going to be on the Young Guns checklist for Series 2, how much time do you get to make that choice? Like, do you get like a month into the season and you guys have to decide who the checklist is, or do you get longer to kind of see how it plays out and figure out how you want to spread them out?
What's crazy is the last couple years, it's actually been like we're sitting there, and when we pick Series 2, there might be 55, 60 possible. Like we don't want just like everyone possible. Like, and we want to save a name or two for extended. That being said, it's been pretty tight, and we've kind of held out as long as we could to be able to fill those 50 spots. I guess they're coming up. They're coming up later in the a lot later in the season than what we previously have. And I think it's kind of interesting. We initially we've had some discussions about this where initially it was okay. Well, now Series 1 is just a bunch of holdovers. You might get one or two people that are good holdovers, and then the big set is Series 2. But with all these guys going to college now, it's interesting. I need that brush too when you're done, Phil.
You need it more than me.
And when all these guys are going to college now, you're going to see a lot more players playing at the end of the year right now. That draft picks, a lot of the draft picks, instead of going to the NHL immediately, they're going to go play college, and then they jump that last couple weeks of the season to play. Unless they play for Michigan State, then they'll probably be stuck, playing in a national championship and all that sort of thing. But
doubt it.
So it's kind of interesting where I think it's even though you've got the strength of the number one pick, I think Series 1 and Series 2 are kind of toe and toe now with talent. That being said, there is a lot of really good talent in this year's Series 2 that we're excited about. So yeah, to answer your question, Josh, we kind of just waited till we got between 50 and 60 guys to fill out the form and make sure that we still had enough space and a couple players that we could bump up to extended.
Okay, so we posed this question on our show the other day. I don't know if you heard it. I think I might have asked Phil and Louie if your bosses, if Grant came to you and said, Billy, I want us to get rid of one base set parallel and we're going to replace it with something, but he's going to let you choose which parallel that you would, kind of like you guys retired French, and when you came out with the new Alper stuff, which of the existing ones would you choose to sunset for a while, at least if you were forced to do so?
A base set parallel or a parallel?
But base and Young Guns, they're the same parallels. But
okay, so the one that I actually contemplated, but it didn't happen. You said Young Gun is the black and white canvas Young Gun. That's the one.
Okay.
That's the one that I almost. Would
you ever replace that with something, or just?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
There was some talks, but we decided. I believe we decided to keep it in the future for now.
Uyghur to Utah. Uyghur to Utah. No kidding. Oh man. Well, that sucks for my team. All right. Sorry.
I mean, and I think you guys said something. The highest numbered parallel for our flagship is still 250.
Yep.
You see other sports have parallels 499, 590, much higher than 299. So I don't think we've like gone overboard with numbered parallels, and I really don't think we've gone overboard with the technology parallels also. And I'd love to. I might be jumping the gun here because I believe your guys' answer was. Did someone say clear cut as an answer?
No.
Well, we debated clear cut or deluxe.
Okay.
And Phil said Phil said clear cut.
What a lot of people don't understand about clear cut, and when we made EPAC, initially you don't get the base cards, you get the rainbow foil board cards, like after stacking.
Yeah.
Well, we had some shops like, hey, that's not fair. Like they're getting an exclusive parallel.
Oh.
And if you notice, clear cut's never been an EPAC, and that's on purpose. So clear cut is basically the rainbow foil board version for physical hobby, and the rainbow version is for EPAC.
You know what I call it? It's a diet Young Guns acetate.
Now we did have exclusive clear cuts for a hot second, but they didn't get as much love as they should have. People didn't realize those were like the rarest parallels in the whole set.
Oh, Eric, what's up, buddy? What's up?
Okay, so you just judge anecdotal feedback and secondary market sales to make that determination there?
Accurate.
Okay. Anything else about that's noteworthy about? Oh, I guess I had a couple more kind of base related questions. Is there like a favorite? People will say that not enough people pay attention to base cards anymore. Is there like when you have a release like this, do you go through it and have you identified like a favorite photo, or is there just a favorite base card that you think your photo team did an amazing job on?
I will say this. A few years ago, looking at the base cards, I think a lot of the images kind of got repetitive. And I had to talk to our photo team, and they're like, well, it's because we have to parallel this out to a clear-cut version that you can see through and stuff, and you need to be able to have the writing on the back of the cards and all that. And certain photos would not allow you to do that. And I didn't realize that I was kind of hampering our photo department on being able to make a lot more original, really nice looking photos. So if you've noticed in the last couple of years, the designs are kind of like where you can like white out the back in a certain area where it would be like the wavy part. You can just kind of wave that. So then they don't have, and you can put all the legal lines there. So then they can be more creative with the base set photos, because Upper Deck takes a lot of pride in their photography. And I think you'll even see the improvement on canvas the last few years. A lot, at least in my opinion, has gotten even better. A lot of really unique images, and these photo guys and our coordinators, they love like looking for those photos. To be honest with you, I remember the coordinator that was in charge of Flagship last or 2 years ago is a huge Sharks fan, and he purposely had the Celebrini and the Will Smith canvas card almost be the exact same card. Like that was on purpose. Like he thought it was cool. I thought it was cool, and like they get to have a little fun sometimes.
Sure.
When they get to select photos also. But there was it Jonathan Quick's looked really cool. It was almost like a repetitive image on the canvas card, but that's the one that sticks out immediately of cards that I thought were kind of cool. But as I said, I think the photo department and the guys picking the photos did a great job.
One of the byproducts of the Outburst parallels that I've noticed is that they almost make you pay attention to more of the base photos more, like because the player really pops on that background. And so, again, I think if you're a photog or love the photography, that I think helps you appreciate those photos better. Have you ever had an instance where, maybe not you directly, but through like your player representation team, where a player has contacted you guys because they didn't like their photo?
I don't think they really get much say in it. I mean, there's some retired guys or some spokesmen that get approvals, I believe. But for the most part, they're stuck with what they get. We've had like some wrestlers say that before.
Oh, really?
But for AEW, but not so much hockey. We've been doing it a while, and they've had so many a lot of these guys have had tons and tons of cards made of themselves also. I mean, how many sets do we put out a year? There's going to be a stinker here and there. But
sure.
Poor like Jonathan Toews probably has all of his cards with his mouth open and the mouth guard, but
that's hockey mouth. Like Celebrini's got bad hockey mouth. Bedard has bad hockey mouth. It's a thing. It's a disease. You can't make fun of people for it.
Yeah. So no, not really. We haven't heard too many complaints from players.
Okay. Well, we'll move on to inserts, and there's a number of, I think in any flagship release, you can break inserts down to sort of the standard ones that we typically see in every release, and then you usually get a handful, a half dozen or so new ones that you bring to each new flagship. Wanted to start with Fanimation. One of the things that was interesting to me on your guys' checklist that you published, and you can go to hockeychecklist.com, by the way, to see the complete Series 2 checklist. You like that, Billy? How I got that in there?
Mm-hmm. You're a professional.
Well, I'm working towards it. The 1 in 4,850 pack odds. That's pretty tough.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's a highly sought after card, though, just because it's rare.
It blows my mind. Like Fanimation has been such a rare multi case hit card, and just does not get the love that it really should. And
That's not fair. Why does this card not get the love? Let's be honest with ourselves here. Why does this card? I just spent $1,000 on a Fanimation card. You're absolutely right, but I wouldn't on this year. Why? Why could that be?
Well, I think Billy was talking about Fanimation in general.
You don't appreciate fine art.
I thought I appreciate Netflix covers. So isn't it like the murderer one?
Making a murderer. That's
It's just it doesn't.
Oh,
Fanimation.
Phil, you're talking about the wrong insert.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, I'm looking at a Fanimation card right now, and I guess it's just polarizing because the 3 years, 2019, 20. I know you can't do that again, but it was amazing. And the problem is your first year set the standard, and you kind of hit it out of the park, in my opinion, with the big heads, and those were amazing. 2021 was a bit of a washout on the blue. I think people have very high expectations on Fanimation. That's all I'm saying. And this just seems a little bit thrown in. Just saying.
I thought you grew up in the 80s with me, Phil. I thought you remember the old MTV Aha video.
It resembles a lot. Listen, just because I'm from the 80s doesn't mean I like everything from the 80s. I like most, but I'm just saying you can't be. I don't think you should be confused why people aren't highly going after this year's Fanimation. I'm giving you a very raw and blunt answer. It's because this is not that appealing to most people. I'm just giving you feedback. I can't wait for next year's design. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. What, am I the party pooper here? What? Sorry. He is hated who speaks the truth, I guess, eh?
No, well, first of all, okay, thank you for your feedback. Where I was going with that though is that the odds, you guys have never published before, and my question was going to be, now, and again, maybe I'm unique in this too. I kind of liked the Easter egg thing of Fanimation. I kind of like that. It's kind of like the acetate thing. I think, we joke about you guys about the print runs of Young Guns acetates, but I hope you never tell anyone, because there's a certain amount of magic that I think comes with that. And so I'm just curious, like, was it feedback, or how does it benefit the overall process for you guys to start to disclose the odds in something like this? Or maybe legal is making you do it. I don't know.
It's a couple things. We've had some ratios get out that maybe we didn't necessarily want to get out when we put it on EPAC.
Oh yeah.
And the ratios popped up. So I know that's happened in the past. We also just kind of had, we've announced a lot of our Easter eggs recently also. Easter eggs used to be a lot more fun, and people would try to find stuff. And it got to the point where people wanted to know the hype beforehand. So we decided to just kind of put the stuff out there. Yep, here's Phantom. I mean, we still throw some stuff every once in a while, but we don't necessarily do Easter eggs as much as we used to, because we want our shops to be able to be like, this is what you can get. And if we're only showing them half of the big hits, and they're only able to like promote half of the big hits, then people might not want to buy it because they think other products have more hits in it. So we've done a better job, or not better job, but we've decided to put those ratios out there a little bit more, make stuff less unannounced, just so the consumer's more informed.
Hmm. And throw the Fanimation back up there, Baba Louie, because I want to ask Billy just in case. Well, it's funny because we've already had people like, Phil, you're a big fan of the big heads, and we've had people say they don't like them, right? And so it's like any card, it's subjective. And so for people like this, like what went into this design? Because you did hire an artist to do this, right? And explain like what the process was here.
Like I said, I mean, Fanimation, it's, I wanted some sort of original artwork. And I'm like, wouldn't it be cool to just kind of have like half and half? And like I said, reminded me of the old Aha video, Take on Me, where the guys half like for color, half cartoon. So that was the inspiration.
Is the whole thing a drawing, or
watched
just
a little 1980s MTV?
Yeah, is like the pencil part on the right?
The drawing is only that was a crazy thing. I thought
it's too good.
I thought it's done too well.
Yeah, it's too good.
Yeah, that's the funny part. Is I don't want to say I went back at my designer for series 1, and I was just like, no, I don't want a computer generate. I go, I want real artwork. And he's like, no, that is real artwork. And I go, it doesn't look like it. And he's like, no, look, see that. I was like, wow, you got a really nice artist to do this, because I didn't expect it to be that nice. So I think they kind of took it back a little bit, where it looks a little more drawn, but I understand that it looks very similar one to the other. That's the intention, was for them to finish the photo. I wanted to look a little more drawn, I guess. And gotcha. I mean, I think they did that. They followed the concept. So if you have anyone to blame, don't blame the artist. Blame the guy sitting in his office talking to you guys.
There's no blame. There's no blame. Life is amazing. We're talking about hockey cards. Everything is good. I please don't forget what I said. You set the bar so high at the beginning. That's all. That's all it is. It's just like I'd have my own Fanimation department, like I'm not kidding. Look at the price tag, man. $9.50. I didn't pay that. I traded a Patrick Waugh PSA 9. But I mean, it's $1,000. And it's my second one, Billy. It's my second one. I have 5 Brady Kachucks. I love them all. Most years. I'm just giving you some feedback. That's all. Nothing
Okay.
but.
I already have the concept for the next one done. The problem is the Fanimation, I have to go back and look if I changed it or not, because usually the Fanimation's a 2-year thing.
Oh, that's right. It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, to
So
Phil's
I'll have to
delight.
double check. I might have gotten feedback and I might have changed it, but part of me thinks for the next one it's the same.
That's okay.
Well, the good news for you, Billy, is Phil automatically forgets everything, so you'll get the same feedback next release.
Like
I'm
that.
not going to forget. I remember the important stuff, kind of, sort of.
We'll look forward to. Okay, I want to talk about fluorescence, because this is an insert that I'm. We didn't get the best photo from your gallery, but very trippy, like Scooby-Doo kind of design this year. And in my mind, and I said this on our show when we were doing our preview, Billy, that this is a insert that I feel is like has teetered for a long time on kind of becoming that major hit and hasn't got quite there. But things I appreciate, I do like the design. I like the fact that you guys have gone with all rookies on it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think that that's the smart moving forward. I don't know. Can you tell us about like what inspired this design, or how did you guys land here, and what's the plans for this card moving forward?
You know what's fun? In a lot of times I will thanks Eric. A lot of times I will just literally for fluorescence, I will Google search fluorescent lights and see what comes up, and see what designs might come up, and see what patterns might come up. And then I'll be like, okay, go from fluorescent lights to patterns, and, you know, just sort of thing. And I saw something that was like wavy and circular and whatnot. And I'm like, this looks kind of cool. So that's my part. That's what I do. And then I give the direction to the designer, and the designer, he's done fluorescence the last number of years. And so he kind of knows what I'm looking for. And he knows, like, I want to see color, but I also want to see like cool shifting or something to it. And this didn't take many rounds, you know.
Yeah.
He showed me this, and I think we might have done something with the little bottom part there. But other than that, you know, he hit it first try. And I heard you guys talking about the color scheme and everything, and it's kind of, I actually listen to your show sometimes.
No, and sorry
And
at the same time.
the thing I would say is, when I first came up with this, when we first did this insert, one of my biggest fears was that people would try to compare it to PMGs. And I didn't want them to compare them to, like, because it's the same kind of technology. It's the same kind of foil, it's bright colors, but it's a completely different brand. It's a completely different set. So I purposely, the first year we did this, because it's been the same color scheme every single year. But the reason why it's that color scheme and why it's not consistent with maybe some of our other sets is because I did not want it to be compared to PMGs. I want it to be a completely different set. I think it's done that.
Yeah.
I would like it. I think some of the numbered cards are starting to get a little more love.
Yeah.
And if we keep making really nice designs, I think it's just one of those inserts that down the line people will appreciate more and more.
The base red are 1 in 36, so that's basically 1 in every 3 boxes. So you get an average of 4 per case would be. So pretty rare.
Yeah, it was one of those things where, and I've told you the box breakdown before, where, you know, there's the rare hit, there's the young guns, and one of the hits usually is you're going to get either a black and white canvas, you're going to get a clear cut, or you're going to get something else. And in Series 2 for the past few years, that something else has always been the red fluorescence. So you'll get 4 red fluorescence, you'll get 4 clear cuts, and you'll get 4 black and white canvas cards.
Nice. I want to talk next about the Outburst Retro Young Guns.
Mm-hmm.
So this is now the 4th, because you guys started that last year in Series 1. And so then you had it Series 1, Series 2 last year, and then 5th. Do you do these in extended too?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's a 5-year program, and each set will have them. And
Nice.
we've already determined the checklist. It's been done. We just print them when we print them. But we've already kind of determined, like, some of these guys we had to sneak in there because if they retire and we don't get a deal with them, we can't use them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're conscious about that. Like, Flowers been good with us, so we kind of knew we would be able to use him. But like, we were rushing in case we didn't have a deal with him. So
When's Crosby?
last year? We can kind of sneak him in there, but
When's Crosby? Soon or no? I don't
we'll
need a
find
date.
out.
Like a few
We'll find
years.
out.
I have a
I can't-
guess.
can't
Series
tell
1, 26, 27. That's my guess.
I need an extra year. I gotta make more money.
The big guy's going Series 1. If you notice, McDavid was Series 1 2024. Ovechkin was
Okay.
Series 1 2025. And so it'll be either Matthews or Crosby Series 1 2026. How
I
good of a
hope
guess
it's
did I make?
Matthews, and then I hope Crosby's the year after. Yeah, I still got a peak. So
Yeah, you're right. The big names are Series 1. Larkin, I think, was Series 1. You're right.
oh, stop. Go on. Anyways,
I love it. Yeah. So the checklist, the 5 players selected were Flower, Marc-Andre Fleury, Brad Marchand, JT, John Tavares, Brent Burns, Wild Legend. He does have the boy band Frosted Tips haircut in his Young Guns, so that'll be pretty. If you've never seen the Brent Burns Young Guns, you got it. It looks nothing like him today. And then Mark Stone.
Bergeron's pretty early late
Yeah.
90s to early 2000s too. The way he's dressed.
These do pretty well in the secondary market too. Did you expect that, Billy, or is this one of those inserts where you were like, I have no idea how people are going to receive this?
You know what? We've kind of had a little bit of we kind of had a sneak peek, something like this, when we created the retro acetate Young Guns, and those
Gotcha.
did extremely well. So when the idea for the retro outburst came up, I think we kind of knew it was going to be a hit. We didn't know how big of a hit, but I didn't think people would complain. Of course, everyone's worried. Are people going to confuse this as a real?
I hope so.
card?
I have a McDavid.
Yeah,
I want them. Yeah, no, it's his rookie card, kid. Yeah, for sure. 50 grand.
You hate to say that, but you wish that people would be, educated in that.
Yeah.
But I think we had a good idea that they would go well, and we were pretty excited and obviously starting with McDavid, we kind of knew if we did that would help.
We're Billy, did you hear the news? Your company and our company are, well, maybe not, I don't know, but like, you guys are helping us out now. Yeah. See, look above your head. Look.
Yeah, we talked about that at the start of the show. Were you there?
Were you around?
Probably not. I don't know. But that's good.
Yeah. QC Silver mentioned in the chat that when going back to the McDavid, you're mentioning that he didn't see the 101. It was pulled and it sold for $57,000 US, I believe, last fall. So
I
they can
offered
go
10.
for-
I
Yeah.
did. True story. I offered 10 grand and he was very nice. He said, I'll let you know, Phil. Thanks for the offer. I'm
So
like,
so you're saying the Flower could be another $50,000 card? $50,000 card. $50,000 card.
Oh, boy.
Well, if your new product manager gets his hands on it, I'm sure he'd dump his whole set. Because don't you have like didn't you guys hire the biggest flower mega collector, like the Felix Potvin collector of our good buddy Anthony of Marc-Andre Fleury?
He would like to call himself the biggest one.
Prominent
There's a couple bigger ones that he keeps telling me. He's like, this guy's got this card I want. It's like, I'm going to trade up this and this. But yeah,
I just want to make a comment here from my friend Quebec Silver. He says next Larkin canvas should be him crying at the ref. I didn't say it. It's what the people are saying. People are saying.
Shots fired!
That one's for you, Josh.
Phil, does he have a gold medal around his neck while he's crying?
Oh, stop. Go on. Get out of here.
Oh,
Well
I'm
played,
glad you
well
mentioned
played.
you brought that up. I want to talk about the canvas and your POE, Program of Excellence. Now, serious question here.
Junior card?
And now you guys have a USA Hockey deal. When are we going to see the USNDTP version of this coming out?
Gotta
Extended?
Get some winners in there.
Should we? Where's the squishy in this photo?
Oh, that would be, dude. Are you going to do a squishy card? You have to do a squishy card. Come on.
It's
Like Nate
tempting.
with his face looking.
It's tempting.
What's a
You think he
squishy
would
card?
sign that? Would he find the little stuffed animal you got?
Oh, the teddy bear? Oh,
Yeah.
please.
Do you
Ridiculous.
think he would have a sense of humor and sign a card like if he did an auto version of that for the cup or something like that?
You just said McKinnon sign.
I couldn't
Oh.
believe, like, if you need any more signs of people who organize sports that have never played sports, there it is. I mean, there it's right there. Here, have a teddy bear. God, what are you doing?
So
Oh, my
I'm no
goodness.
body language doctor. I'm a doctor of other things, but not allowed to talk about them on air. So we for USNDTP fans, there could be something maybe coming down the road. You can't say, but you can wink, wink, hint, hint.
Hey, look, I think you guys need to just wait for some solicitation,
A miracle
from
of
some
the
future
land.
sets,
Settle
and
down.
we'll see what
Settle
happens.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question now. I want to go to population count really quickly. This has been this is like the third year now of pop counts or fourth year already. Can't remember, something like that. And here's my question on these. These are very cool. They're really popular. I think we got past the double them up thing that happened a couple years ago. So, that threw a little water on the fire of this insert. My question on this though is more of a design, and I don't know if you've thought about this, but how do you evolve the design of these to keep it fresh?
One of the things that we're looking into is texture. That's for sure.
Sure.
I was contemplating, like, I like the concept. I love the idea. I don't want anyone to try to steal it from us or whatever, even though I think we've got it not copyrighted, but licensed or whatever. Anyway, big words. But that being said, they're still doing very well, and we decided to keep it going because people like them. Again, there's
Yeah.
scarcity to it. It's like getting another numbered card in the set, and it's almost like they get to create another base design. That's kind of what they're doing when they create it. Like the top part and everything's kind of spoken for, but the designer almost gets to create like another base design for the set.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I think too with Series 2, because Beckett Seneca is in extended, and his canvas it looks like will be in extended as well. These population counts will be one of the bigger cards for him, for any people that have been chomping at the bit in this release.
Yeah, he's crushing it right now.
Well, will there be a liquid silver insert in metal for the Canadian? Okay, well, that's Ask Billy Everything, but that's an amazing question there. Okay, those are kind of like the standby inserts that I wanted to talk about. Of the new stuff that you guys put into Series 2, what are some of your favorites or ones that you want people to know about?
Oh, like I said, it's a lot of the work was done in Series 1. One of my favorite inserts, and you always have to be careful with the NHL, with legal, is the Boomtown insert. There's just some fun photos on that set. I'm like, you can't show blood, you can't show stuff, but I'm just like, just show people maybe colliding or maybe getting touched up a little bit. But yeah, these were, and it's exact. It reminds me of MacGruber, if that
MacGruber,
you know what I'm
yeah.
talking about. It's like MacGruber, and then there's like this big explosion. It kind of reminded me of the MacGruber Saturday Night Live, and I thought they're great. I love them. It's just a fun insert. I know it's a filler insert, but it was a chance for them to pick more unique photos that we normally don't get to use.
Fun. And the base are 1 in 10. These are in Hobby EPAC and all the retail SKUs as well. And then there's 3 parallels. There's a Speckle, which is 1 in 80. And then a 2 numbered, a red out of 199 and gold out of 25.
Yep.
There. What other inserts would you like to highlight?
I guess the one I love, and again, it's one of those I don't think it got as much love as it should have. I really enjoyed the incarnations. I thought that was such a fun insert. I thought they were such nice looking cards, and
They're hard to photograph.
Yeah, they're really tough to photo. We had one in Reloaded, and it
Yeah.
took Louis and me a good half hour to get, because they're so reflective and refracting that
That's the whole thing. It's supposed to look like a beauty salon mirror almost. Like if you go like it's like there's no opaque behind the player. It's kind of in the foil, and the opaque I think is around the edges. And it's supposed to look like a mirror. Like you're supposed to be able to see your reflection in the set. So that is one of my favorites, and we brought it back this year. I enjoyed it.
all rookies on the checklist as well.
Yep.
One in 1,920 pack odds and 25 different players, basically all the big names there. Somebody mentioned in the chat the IYK, if you know, you know, insert there too. So I think we all know what if you know, you know means, but what's the context of that for this card?
Well, we're in the office all the time just going, Ike, Ike. No, I'm just kidding.
That was funny.
So there's a few in there that are just kind of like, without using the phrase 6-7, just like using just kind of like synonyms or sayings or stuff that maybe more younger kids use or whatever. And if you know, you know is one of those things. And so what I wanted to do.
Nope, we lost him.
Oh,
What do you think you wanted to do?
new building, crappy internet again.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to comment earlier that the internet, I was a little bit hopeful that the internet would be better for Upper Deck in the new building.
Yeah, he's mid thought there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you know, you know.
Let's see. Let's see how he does it. Oh yeah.
But at least it's not like a horrible face. Sometimes you get frozen on a. Can we read the back of the backboard? I don't know. Well, all right. I'm going to text Billy and let him know that he froze up.
Non-existent.
I wonder if he's still talking. Do you think he knows he froze?
Good point.
If
Good
you know,
point.
you know. He'll be back.
Okay.
Should we talk about like
Flagship.
these?
Well, what were we on? Let's talk about the inserts. Yeah, let them cook. That's a good one. I'm a big fan of that. And I believe there's gold. I believe there's numbered cards of these as well.
I believe you're right as well. So you like the skating on a stove burner?
Yeah, reminds me of hot knives from high school. It's very nostalgic for me. Yeah.
What are hot knives?
Exactly. There you go. You can Google it. I'm not explaining it.
Was it inappropriate for me to ask that or what?
I find it quite appropriate, but now I'm an adult and I don't have to do that. I can just like do it the normal way. You know?
Okay, so the base are 1 and 8. And the let them cook, and then there's a speckle 1 and 60, red 1 and 199, and gold out of 25.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. What if Billy's AI and they're doing like a software?
Yeah. What if that's not Billy at all? Oh, I knew it, Mr. Anderson.
Billy's a construct in your mind.
Well, we can't even show Billy his let him cook. I mean, I was so proud. He was so proud that he got his own card this year and everything, right?
I think you locked him up about your Fanimations feedback.
Yeah, I know. And you guys, thanks for backing me up on that. I don't know.
Well, you were a little harsh. I mean, can we?
How is it? Listen, man. No, I'm done. I'm done being. What was harsh? I was an adult.
The presentation of it. I mean, I would have, maybe massaged it a little bit better.
It's massaging my whole life. It's gotten me nowhere.
Oh, try again. Turn your phone
He's on his phone. He's on his phone.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. It's a horror movie.
What does Upper Deck's internet cut off at 5:00 or what? They can only afford internet for a few hours.
Billy,
Can you
turn
turn
it
your phone
sideways.
sideways?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
Oh,
crack.
boy.
This is cracking me up. Just a second. I gotta find something. This is absolutely cracking me up because I was literally told make sure all your windows are shut and blah blah blah. And I did, and everything was nice and whatever. And then it literally says you're not connected. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I closed all my stuff. It's just like it seems like I always have bad luck with the internet when I'm on with you guys. Can you hear me clear? Because I have my earbuds in. I can try to take them out and put it on speaker on my phone.
Yeah, maybe pot him down a little bit as audio, Louis, if you can. We can do it on our end, Billy, I think.
Let me just put these away and get you on speaker.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay, perfect.
So we were just talking
so anyway, if you know, is basically, just kind of like the terminology. So I had my coordinator specifically try to find like instances where it's just like a guy scored a goal or did something big in a game. And then like, if you recognize the photo, you know what happened. Like those are all like, it's not just like, oh, here's a picture of the player. Something actually happened like before that or whatever. And so it's just kind of like, if you know, you know.
I like it. Great inserts this year. Overall, awesome. Love them all.
Yes.
While you were incognito, we were talking about this one here. Let them cook.
Big fan.
This is one where I liked the concept.
Yeah.
If I like the concept, I like the idea. It was tough coming up with something to kind of figure out how to visualize it. Mm-hmm. And then unfortunately, I think the foil kind of ate up a lot of the background of the card too. So it's just kind of like the guy standing on the burner, which isn't horrible, but I think it was a little bit better before the foil kind of swallowed up a lot of the design.
Okay.
I think it's great. Big fan. I love it.
Oh, really great. Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else? I had a question about Dazzlers, and maybe so the gold, that was new in series 1, right? And that is really tough odds, like 1 in 2,880. Is this a card now because you kind of added this insert after Dazzlers was established, and there's a lot of it in retail that maybe we don't know if people understand how or appreciate how rare it is at this point?
Yes, this is extremely rare. Very, very rare. I wanted, for a while the pinks were rare, and I still don't think the pinks get as much love as, technically the pinks are a case hit. Yeah, and I still don't think they get as much love as they should. So I'm just like, fine, if they're not giving the pinks enough love, I'm going to give them something else that gives them that they're going to be forced to appreciate. So we made the golds. They are extremely rare. And that's the thing is, like, we made other SKUs, like we made Dazzlers for other SKUs, like other retail SKUs, and some of those might be rarer than the ones that are in hobby. So I wanted something in hobby that was the be all end all rarest of the Dazzlers.
Carter, what are you doing?
Did Carter just tip us $2.79 Canadian?
What are you, Carter? A little early to be drinking, isn't it?
Wow, twitching out or what, Carter? I love you. Thank you. Thank you for that.
90 cents each, boys.
But yeah, okay. I had a thought, and that completely erased it from my memory. So yeah, gold Dazzlers, I guess. If you can get your hands on one, go get it. Okay. Any other inserts that? I got a question. A new friend texted and was curious about the White House visit. It's one card, Alexander Barkov, 1 in 75,000 pack odds. There has to be a story there.
Yeah, there was a lot. We've done a couple of them now, and it was just like you see unique photos. It's just like we make Goodwin, and we're able to put presidents in Goodwin. And I was like, can we do that for hockey? And they're like, yeah. And they always have like the visits. So I was just like, well, let's go back, and there's like vintage ones where they're visiting, presidents from ages of yore, whatever. But so I wanted to kind of make a rare card using that, and that's pretty much the history of that. By the way, Phil, since you're one of our employees now, we'll send you a W-2 for that 90-cent tip that you got.
I don't know what that means, but I'll take it. Sure, send me 2 W-2s. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
and about a 60-page contract to go with it from the legal team.
Oh, Josh
So
will read it and he'll tell me to sign it or not. Yeah.
look forward to that. There's and then just to close out. So what we're gonna do is I have a couple more questions. Then we're gonna give away a box of Series 2 to one lucky winner in the chat.
Oh, sick.
And then we're gonna talk about some secondary market values that we're seeing already before, and then what's next, and then we'll get into Ask Billy Everything. On the auto side, so you have snow spray autos again, which you are commonly found in Flagship. But tell me about the one UD Canvas signature that why is it one card, and kind of why is it out of 40, and what's the story behind that? Yeah,
So the UD Canvas cards is actually something I kind of inherited, where we used to build 2 in Series 1, and it would always be like an active player and a legend. Okay. And one would go in Series 1 and one would go in Series 2. And what usually happened is the player for Series 1 would be late signing their stuff, or we wouldn't get in, and then there'd be 2 in Series 2. So I think we were successful this year in getting the one from Series 1 out there, and we build one for Series 2. So it's just a fun insert. You pick a player. It's kind of funny because it's just like, well, you don't want to do, it's usually numbered to their jersey number. I think some years they've done like 2 players on there, so they do something different with that. Or if it's someone like Wayne Gretzky, sorry guys, we're not going to throw 99 Wayne Gretzkys out there, so it might be numbered to 9. But yeah, it's just a fun little addition. We have space on a form for it, so we add it every year.
Oh, you have to message us, Millie, about that, and we'll make sure we get that to you. Okay, should we do our giveaway? You ready, Bob Louie?
Sure am.
Okay, so we're going to give away, courtesy of our friends at Upper Deck, very kind of them, we're going to do a Series 2 Hobby Box giveaway, which was, of course, released today. And in a very short second, we're going to have you enter a hashtag into the comment section. You only have to do it once, and that will be, it'll only count it once, so don't spam it. And that'll be your entry. Let me know when you're ready to roll when it's set up, Louis, and I'll give people the hashtag.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay, we've picked a totally random, indiscriminate, for no reason hashtag for this giveaway, and it is hashtag hamster. HAMSTER. Hashtag hamster in the chat now. No reason, just was like, what's a word? And the first word that came to my mind was hamster.
Get out. I had to use 2 hands. Thank you very much. But anyways.
Mm-hmm.
No P in hamster. It's not, it's hamster. HAMSTER.
Who put the P? Who put the P? You're disqualified. It was Carter, wasn't it? It was definitely Carter. Well, I don't know. It's for doing my laundry. That's a hamper.
Rest in peace to Hammy the hamster.
Right.
Oh,
have you seen the meme floating around, Billy, about that?
No, someone sent it to me.
Andrew, it's Andrew. Your tax dollar's good at work there.
Okay, we're gonna give you like another minute or French Canadian spelling.
Can I show Billy his card since we're waiting?
Yeah. You can show. Phil made a card for you.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I didn't know you had a mustache, Billy.
What day was that?
And then I didn't know. Listen, I didn't know the authority was slabbing your cards already. That's a big glow up. You look great.
Nice.
I think you look fantastic, product manager.
There's 188 people watching this, and only 70 want to participate.
Yeah.
So I think
hit the like button. That my friend told me to say that to you. Hit the like button because it helps the algorithm.
Oh, like and subscribe. Like and
subscribe. Smash that like button. I don't know what it does, but do it. Okay, well, I'll take the card off, but I would love you to sign that next time I see you.
So hot.
I'll see you in a month or so, a month and a half.
Are you coming over for 90s night? Obviously.
What?
We're having
90s night.
We're having a 90s party night. Yeah. I got my 8mm video camera. Yeah. I'm going to give it to Chandler. I don't want to film, but yeah, it's going to like legit. I'm not using a filter. I have legit 90s video camera. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. So you have to dress 90s or you're not allowed in the house. Yeah.
Hashtag
I'll
hamster.
Just go to the Goodwill shop in Canada, and I'll be prepared.
I'd like a little more effort. Like I'm sure you have Goodwill in California, or say you live in San
What I'm
Francisco.
saying is your Goodwill is probably all 90s clothes. That was the joke, Phil.
I shop at Goodwill sometimes. Where else do you get underwear?
Your 90s clothes are now high fashion in Canada. They're about 40 years behind.
The worst part about this is I already know what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my Adidas tracksuit from high school that I have upstairs. I don't have to buy anything. I have it. So
okay,
sad.
how many entries? We got to get at least 80. 2 more people. Come on. All right, there we go. You draw whenever you're ready. Hashtag hamster to win our box of Series 2.
He is scared.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh, exciting. Saw Wingdinger in there. Oh, I would love Hamza to win. Oh, Curtis, right on, brother. Nice.
Curtis.
Right on,
okay,
brother.
Curtis, you got to DM us, DM Hockey Cards Gongshow on Instagram, and we will get you your box.
I know.
Congratulations there. All right, I wanted to go over some quick early secondary market sales just because I think it's interesting. I don't know if you saw, but somebody lost their mind, I think yesterday, probably illegally buying Matthew Schaefer Young Guns. Somebody spent about $600 on a Schaefer Young Guns. Billy, how do you feel about that?
I don't think it'll stand the test of time currently.
He's been amazing, though. One of the things that just happened, this past couple days, he got his 19th and 20th goal, and I think he's the only teenage defenseman ever to score 20 goals in the National Hockey League. So you guys have had quite the fortune on the rookie side these past couple of years.
When I say test of time, I'm not referring to like way down the road. I'm saying that, I mean, even regular Celebrinis aren't selling for that much money. So I think that's a little high.
It is a little high, and people, I don't know if it's new collectors or maybe Islanders fans that have been long suffering in the hobby and haven't had much to be excited about since Tavares' rookie year. But we always like to remind people that while I know you guys don't disclose the print runs of the base Young Guns, it's safe to say there's a lot. And it's a better time to sell on the first couple of days of release than to buy on the first couple of days of release. That most often, if you hit a Schaefer Young Guns today and sell it, you might be able to buy 3 months from now for that, and you just sock that money away. That's has nothing to do, I think, to your point, Billy, that is not a slight on Matthew Schaefer at all. That's what happens every single time. But people are excited, right? And so I think, though, consistently now today they're going in the 3 to 350 range. So Schaefer is definitely setting the pace. And then next, from what I saw, Michael Misa, over $100, 100 to 120. I've seen them average today for his Young Guns.
He's a good kid.
Then,
good kid.
Yeah, he timed it. He timed it perfectly to start
playing well,
picking it up a little bit.
And then we have a little bit of a drop off. I think Ben Kindle is maybe next in the 40 to 60 US range. He's got a lot of momentum lately. I'm hearing more and more people talk about Kindle. Then Easton Cowan was about in the $35 range I saw. Before we started, Louis and I were chatting about our former boy Zeev, who we tossed aside for Quinnesota. And I don't feel bad about it. I like Zeev, but so his Young Guns are going about the $20 range. I actually think that his secondary market value was hurt by the trade. I think if he
no
stayed
one
in
wants
Minnesota,
a different jersey.
Yeah,
no one wants that. Like, I don't want Patrick Waugh at Colorado Avalanche, and he had a crazy career with them. Not interested.
Curtis, I got your message. I'll respond to you tonight or tomorrow, buddy. And then who can forget? And we can't leave out Tusky. That's a big one. About the $15 to $20 range, and so that's obviously a tradition where you guys do a mascot Young Guns for all the new franchises.
If there's a new one, we'll make it for him.
Mhm.
$36 US.
Oh, you know what we should have talked about earlier, but I want to get you guys actually published a great video on the story of making the Teammates Young Gun with Schaefer and Mark Eckham, I believe. And were you there during that shoot, or were you involved in the direction for that? How did that card come about, and what was the theme of it that was pretty creative on your guys' end?
You have been to more rookie showcases than I have, so I'll just put it that
Oh.
way.
Let's
No,
all go
I
together.
was not.
Let's go together.
Um,
We'll pick you up.
I think, in all honesty, I think we've tried to accomplish this multiple times. I think a number of years ago, I think Chris Carlin even tried to do this with something else. I can't remember exactly what it was. So no, the only time I've ever given art direction on a big card, I still love it, but other people might feel differently, was the Bedard Canvas Young Gun. Other than that, I let the professionals do their job.
That's funny.
Okay, and so the theme on that one was the Step Brothers
Yes.
photo shoot with Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. And if you guys haven't seen the video, I think you guys put it on your Facebook and Instagram. My favorite part about that was that Schaefer was really eating it up.
Yeah.
And he seems to have a really good personality, and that is so helpful in promoting the hobby and the sport. And so I'm glad to see that he's not a dud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of these younger guys have been, as of late, have been really good. Just they've breath of fresh air, you know.
Has Upper Deck thought of putting in place an autograph school to teach them how to sign their names? And again, no, I'm half trying to throw shade, but I'm also, is that kids literally don't learn how to write anymore, and they don't learn how to sign, and they never have to write, and so they never really, and their autographs are hot garbage, almost all of them.
Yeah. Obviously, when we have the rookie showcase, we talk to them about it, and basically, tell them the importance of having a nice signature. That this is, these are some of your best rookie cards, and that they're going to stand the test of time. And you want them to look nice. That being said, they also have a lot of stuff to sign. So sometimes they just want to get through there. Sometimes they just want to get on to the next event. Maybe their buddy's already done signing their cards, and he wants to go hang out with his friends. I don't know. But we definitely try to encourage good penmanship. The fact that these guys probably still sign a fraction of what maybe some other sport athletes sign. Their autographs are still a lot better than what I've seen from other sports. That's for sure.
It is a big deal, though, in my opinion. If you think about both Wayne Gretzky and Sidney Crosby, how the fact that their autos are perfection and they're consistent, and nobody has signed probably more than those two. And think of Wayne for 50 years, Wayne's been signing that autograph, and it's a big deal. It makes a big difference versus whatever the kids do now. And so it's like, I would love for Upper Deck to use Crosby and Gretzky to put together a video, talk to these kids about it. And I think I'm going off the top of my head, but when we had Brian Trottier on the show, wasn't it Phil and Louis? Didn't he tell the story of being at a signing with Mickey Mantle?
Yeah.
And Mantle talked to him about the importance of having a good autograph. And
different times, though. I mean, it's I love Matthew Schaefer. I mean, I don't know how many big cards I'm going to get. I'm not getting any more autos from the kids. I'd rather a thumbprint. I don't know why. They're that rough. They're just not doing it, and I hope that doesn't become a trend, because if an autograph isn't unique, what separates them from each other? I'm already noticing how similar they are to each other, right? Squiggly lines look like squiggly lines. Well, I like the Crosby Gretzky video. It's good. Get them to make a 10-minute video, guys. I'm going to say it. Listen, I'm a man. I'm going to say it. Part of growing up and being a man is having a good autograph, if you want. You know, it's a rite of passage. I was very excited. All my friends were excited to sign like their dads. So I think it's okay to reintroduce that. If it sticks, it's good.
Well, I always think of like the dad voice in me on like the Sidney Crosby auto is the old "how you do anything is how you do everything."
Ooh, good, Josh. Tom Cruise says that too. If I'm going to be a janitor, I'm going to be the best janitor.
Yeah. There you go.
Good.
Okay,
I
you're
went
off
to
it.
I went to a Dodger game one time, and I usually bring one baseball when I go to a game. I still try back in the day, and I try to get autographs, and whoever signed it that day signed it. I've got some really crazy ones, but the Dodger games, I would get Dodger dugout seats because McCourt owned the team, and everyone was protesting them, so I could get the really good seats cheap because they weren't going to the games.
That's awesome. Billy
So-
loops in right in. Hey, nice.
So I have my ball, and it got signed by somebody. I can't remember who it was, but it wasn't a big name. And so then I go down, like for Lasorda, you have to stand at a certain spot because he has his chair, and then in between every inning, like the usher will go up to him. Would you like to sign this inning? And he says yes or no, and you can be standing there for a couple innings. You could be whatever, but this time he's just like, okay. So we go down there. And my friend was wearing a U.S. baseball jersey, so he was happy to see my friend. And he sees my ball, and he's like, "Who the f signed this?" And I'm just like, so and so. He's like, "Someone needs to teach these kids how to sign their names."
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
There you
And then
go.
so I was like, okay. So then the next time I had it, and I think he just liked to complain. The next time I got him again, a different game. And someone had already signed on the sweet spot. And he's like, "Who the F signed on the sweet spot?" I'm like, "That's so and so." And he's like, "He's not a Hall of Famer. He doesn't deserve the sweet spot." I think he just liked to complain. But whenever I hear about like the older guys signing and the younger guys not signing their names well, I always remember Tommy Lasorda just bitching up a storm about these young guys.
It's important. I think it's
Yeah.
really, really important. Until it's not, then it's just unfortunate. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Did you
celebrating
see-
Bedard's, theirs are better than some.
Did you see the Anthony Richardson mocking himself?
Yeah, that
I don't know who
that
that
was that he's the. I think he just got waived or something like that, but he was like the number 2 or 3 pick by the Colts.
He's requesting a trade.
Okay, and he kind of did like it's like a sticker auto because a lot of the Fanatics autos, or most of them, are stickers. He put a tiny AR, like the tiniest in the very lower corner, like a 3-point font. Which
I can't hear you guys if you're talking.
Oh, you can't hear us?
No,
Hello,
Oh.
Billy.
it's okay. He'll come back when he can. But what were you saying about the AR?
Oh, but so he put the auto like the on 2% of the sticker, which I think is kind of insulting your fans, right? It's like he's
Yeah,
just
you're being
basically
a jerk.
saying, "I don't care to, this is stupid" or whatever. But yeah, I don't
it's
know.
too bad.
Yeah, I don't think.
Did you
that
guys
would
mute yourselves? I cannot
No.
hear anything. All right,
Still
I'll start it over
talking.
again.
All right.
All right, leave and come back, Billy.
His phone meter ran out of bits. That's so funny. I
His
hope he
phone
can-
ran out of credits.
Yeah.
Upper day. Okay.
Too good. Too good. Do we have more inserts? What's left for Billy? The questions?
Oh, we're done. We're about to talk. Well, we kind of need Billy for for what's next. I have a couple things I want to go over in upcoming releases. It won't take long, and then we'll do the Ask Billy Everything segment. So start thinking about your questions. Don't put them out now. Hold them in reserve, and then we'll try to roll through as many as we possibly can in the time that's allowed. But yeah.
I saved a bunch up top there. I started.
I saw you starring them. That was smart.
Yeah.
So that'll help get it started. I have one question that I've been dying to ask him that I want to throw out there too.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's a secret. So I don't know if he's restarting his phone or what. I don't know.
Do we need Billy for the next thing you said?
We do. So you said you opened a box today, Phil? I did too.
Yeah. I got.
Should we-
I got Brent Clark glow up.
Oh,
ooh.
I got Let Him Cook.
are you
Brandon?
moving, Billy, or what?
No, I'm just
looking at all my cords and everything like that because my computer is still saying I'm not connected to the internet. So I'm just making sure everything is plugged in because I know I'm going to hear about this tomorrow.
I don't know how to say that. Byron,
I think you'll be in HR probably for different reasons, and this might not come up.
You are
till
not
later.
connected.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Will you let us know when you're situated, and then turn your phone sideways again?
Yep, I know.
Don't disregard the captain.
Oh no, he froze again.
Oh, the canvas. Yeah, I'm glad you asked. 717. It's Neil Pionk.
Oh, there
It's
we
a
go.
sick card, bro. Check it out.
Okay, you back and you settled now, Billy?
Yep.
Okay. Before we get into Ask You Everything, I want to talk about upcoming releases a little bit and what's next. We are very, very super excited about Fleer Flare, which was originally scheduled to come out on April 1st. I know it's not. Do you have like an updated time frame for Fleer Flare? Because I want it to come out soon.
Not my set, so I don't know exactly when it's supposed to come out.
I thought
All
it
can
was your
say
set.
is
Who did Fleer Flare? Pat?
Flare is Pat. Fleer Ultra is me. Pat built Flare and did a great job. It's some really cool stuff. Worked with Gene on a lot of the inserts.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen, and what was cool was at our CDD conference, because people really didn't get you can't really get a feel for these cards until you have them in hand. I know we say stuff like that a lot, but it's couldn't be truer for the set. When you get these cards in hands, you're gonna be like, kind of like when you see Stature for the first time, and you're like, wow, these cards feel real nice. They're beautiful. That's what you're gonna get when you get the Flare cards. I'm really excited about the set, and like I said, Pat brought back a lot of really cool inserts that they were able to recreate and turn into newer, fresher versions of some iconic designs.
Okay, I have 3 cards I want to show real quick, and you just tell me if you know anything about these cards because I'm very interested in them. So the first one could not be more excited about. It's Wave of the Future. Is this so if I really liked Liquid Gold for Metal Universe, would I really like this card too?
What you can't tell on these cards is the texture. These cards have a texture to them too, like the wave and everything. It's not just flat, and it's not just the same texture throughout. There's actual wavy action to the card. So where Liquid Gold kind of gave you the visual feel, this will actually give you the physical feel of what the card describes. These will be awesome.
Is it
Are
bendy?
these going to be tough?
I don't. Again, you got to tell me you're going to talk about other sets before.
You know how
I don't build them.
You know how the Liquid Gold you can kind of bend it?
Yeah, I don't think they're like that. I think
Okay.
they're more textured
Okay.
cards.
Okay.
And then the Touch of Flare next, is this like a Genera Hypercolor card? Like you touch the black and stuff
Yes.
happens, right?
Oh,
Yes.
Cool. Nice.
Yes. It's like the old Transformer thing. You put your thumb on it.
Yeah. It's a Decepticon or an Autobot.
Yeah.
Is there a picture behind it? Is like the oil?
Yeah,
It's
there's stuff behind it too. Yeah. These are
Oh, it's
again-
so exciting.
Like an oil spill.
Pat got to play.
Oh boy, PETA is definitely not doing it now.
Good things happen when Party Time Pat plays.
Love Party Time, Pat.
Okay, we're definitely gonna have him on to talk about Flare. What's
God,
PSA gonna think of the surface grades on these cards when there's 8 million thumbprints?
Too many fingerprints. Oh, that's good.
Your
And people
fingerprint
will
grade
grade
is
these.
2.
You know, people are going, I got to grade it. Like, why? I don't
Yeah,
know. I
don't
just
touch
feel
it,
like
don't
I
touch
have to. Like, okay, go nuts, man.
The other one I'm excited about is Flash and Flare. So my understanding of this one is it's 2 cards that are friends, and that you can like it's like a friendship necklace where you give one half to one friend and the other half to the other friend.
Or really easy puzzle. I'm done.
Louis like, I don't get it. I can't solve the puzzle.
It's starting to put the thing the other way. Oh, got it.
That's exactly what it is. Yes, it's a pretty cool. I mean, it's not a new concept, but when you get a really cool design and cool die cuts, that's what makes the card special, and they did a good job.
Okay, now it's a part of the show where we're done with Fleer Flare since you were too good to do it, and we'll be excited at Party Time Pat on. This is the part of the show where you tell all of us who are your most loyal fans, are all in the Billy Celio fan club, all the amazing Jack Hughes plans that you have coming from upcoming products.
Did he do something? I can't remember.
He made
Yeah.
it rain on the faces of every Canadian. That's what he did.
And look, when special, here's the thing: is we technically don't have an Olympic license, so we can't, show images and stuff from the Olympics. That is a separate license. That being said, you can imagine that there's some potential to do some really cool things with him, and we've got the ball rolling on a few things already.
Okay. Not having the Olympic license I'm going to bring up the T word a little bit for a minute. Did the whole Tops Now thing hurt a little bit, knowing how big of a deal that became? And we would have loved for that to have been Upper Deck, like a Game Dated Moments or some other product to have the ability to do that.
Look, we had some great moments with Connor scoring his goal to win. We've an Ovechkin scoring to break Gretzky's record. So we've had our moments also, and I think we're improving greatly on our game dated moments and our new arrivals and all other stuff. So our e-pack and our instant card sort of thing is definitely growing. You wish you could have a piece of that, and I think down the line we'll be able to take advantage of him playing in the NHL and with inscriptions or with cards or stuff like that. But that being said, again, woo $50,000 cup. Like, I saw people posting that it could be $1 million card. The 101. They're doing an amazing job hyping. They're doing an amazing job getting people to hype for them. And if it does it, great. But that's not $1 million card. Like, let's be honest.
I am very impressed overall with, I don't know who it is, whether it's US Hockey or USA Olympic Program or NHL or all three of the combined. They are here in the United States. They are maximizing the media opportunity for Jack Hughes, Quinn Hughes, Kellebuck. Those guys are everywhere. They were on Saturday Night Live. They were on the Tonight Show. Jack Hughes was on Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee just had Charlie McAvoy on today, I think. And that is so good for our sport. And it seems like that, who knows how long it'll last. It may be a flash in the pan sort of situation, but there's a lot of people in the media world that have big microphones and big audiences that are talking about hockey right now. And that to me is very exciting. You guys must, be grateful for that as well.
Yeah, and I love the fact that, and no offense, especially being from Minnesota, where you have an amazing team, that you're completely ignoring the fact that the women's team all won the goal, and that we have the PW license. And
is Billy's audio? Hey, Billy, hold on. Is his audio really choppy for you guys? Mm-hmm. When you switched it, when you made the change, Billy, your audio got a little goofy.
No, worse.
Say something.
Ah.
Yeah. You might have to exit and come back one more time, and then don't touch anything. Hello. Okay.
Oh boy.
Leave it alone.
Oh boy.
Hopefully it's the last time. No, but Phil, being an American, you would definitely notice the difference. You must have noticed that too, Louis, how I don't ever remember an instance where hockey players were as visible as they are right now.
No.
Yeah, I think we're in a different climate, temperature wise. you guys are probably having more joy around you for hockey. It's a little tough where I live at the moment. Bit of a civil war going on.
Yeah, the funny thing is, like I said, though, and you guys are super into it, and I think that's super awesome. I wish we were as much as Canadians were. If we'd have lost, it wouldn't have been the sky is falling.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're not expected to win.
Right.
Okay, Billy, I think you're back. You want to do an audio
I'm back
test?
in my computer. I finally have
Nice.
internet on my computer, which is nice.
There we go.
I don't know what happened there. What I was shaming you of
go ahead.
is the fact that you guys keep talking about the men's and how this and that, and the women's team also won the gold.
They did.
And to go along with that, and I'm a little ashamed because you guys have a really nice team in Minnesota. We do have a PWHL license, and you're talking about where there's potential growth. We're actually really excited about what this can do for the PWHL and how that can grow. And we've been working with them, and we've got a lot coming out for the PWHL, and really excited. I think they already announced one or two of the new sets that are coming out, but we're expanding. It's not just a flagship anymore.
Yeah.
We're giving them some of our top brands, and we're expecting those sets to do extremely well. So yes, there's a lot of positivity with hockey just being popular in general. I know Phil is a big heated rivalry fan.
I just learned what that was like 2 weeks ago.
that has definitely caused some popularity too. But there's a lot of eyes on hockey right now, and
well, that show has given a lot of people the right to weigh in on why Canada lost. It's brought in a lot. It's made it very popular, but everyone's important on the world on the internets, right? So the opinions are flying up here. Yeah. They all know best. Question for you about PWHL. Who are you directing the market towards? Or do you want more women to be buying this product? Or are you just expecting the same people that buy flagship? You're just hoping that if advertising goes well and you guys keep making it cool and the league's doing well, you hope that the men that are buying the products are going to be buying the women's PWHL.
We want fans of the PWHL to be buying PWHL. Okay. Our Fleury fan that you talked about earlier is actually working on some of the sets now. Yeah. He is a big fan of PWHL and follows it, and can tell me if I like all the cards I got, who the best players are and everything. He's not only builds a set, he's very knowledgeable of the rosters of the players. So he was super excited to get those sets. I think they were some of his first hockey sets he got to build. So we obviously are catering to the PWHL fan. First.
Is that more? Do you think it's going to take some of the market away from, or it's hoping to oh my god, I love the PWHL. There's cards too, and then it's it's a total introduction to sports cards. That would be great. I mean, that would be great for the hobby.
I think you're going to get two types of fans. I think you're going to get the fans that are always looking for the next thing to buy and that they can rip and flip and whatever. But as we found with
what I meant, dude. You know what I meant.
Hockey fans and Canadians and U.S. hockey fans, a lot of them, more of those people are collectors. And so we're building collectible sets, and we're building stuff that people want to see in sets, and you'll see a lot more coming out of those sets in the future.
Nice.
Well, if I could put my girl dad hat on for a second, I remember when my daughter was playing hockey that one of the summer AAA programs we did was run by a Finnish Olympian that played for the Gophers, and her program had all female coaches. And why she felt that was important is that the girls that play for the program get females to look up to as authority figures and role models in hockey, where traditionally, as women's hockey has been newer, it's been more like most of the coaches were men. And so what I love about a PWHL product is I think about the girls coming up that they'll have cards that, of great women players like Taylor Heisey here in Minnesota, and it gives them a role models to look up to and be represented in their cards. And I think that's awesome.
That to me is what's amazing. When girls grow up and idolize women that were their coaches, and once you start getting that, man, that's a beautiful thing. That to me is, I'd much rather that than a bunch of men coaches. You want women to look up to women. I mean, and I think natural. I mean,
I think you've already seen this in a couple other sports. I think you're obviously with Caitlin Clark. You're seeing a lot of it in basketball. I think probably the most comparable would be soccer, women's soccer.
Yeah. Okay.
For like, I go to like, we've got the Wave right by us. I've been to more Wave games than I have the men's teams in San Diego, and they. There's a lot of they cater to the younger, the girls, and they're very interactive with them, and they do a great job of promoting it. And they've got some Parkside for a number of years did a great job of building sets, and they were very collectible. And you see these kids with these cards all the time, and I think that's something that we want to have with the PWHL also.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now the next two sets that are confirmed coming out, we confirmed this through your marketing department today. So on the 18th of March, we have, in a year where we are blessed with Centennial sets, we have the Rangers Centennial hobby set coming out, I believe. Is that one you worked on as well?
No, it's funny because we had three product guys, me being the Michigander. We got another one from New York, and we got another one that is a Chicago fan. So initially, I think they were going to have one person build all three because you like to kind of have that uniformity to the sets. And the three of us were just kind of like looking at each other like,
no,
I want to build the wings. And the guy's like, I want to build a Black Hawk. And so we kind of like, is there any way we can, build them, like split it up? And they did. So Matthew was the creator of the Ranger set.
Got you. Okay. Well, and again, that comes out on the 18th. And then it's a little light, and maybe you guys give the flagships room to breathe in the month of March, because then we don't have our next set till April 1st, which is one of my favorites. And that will be 25-26 Metal Universe coming out. Now, that's a set you traditionally work on. Did you keep that this year, or did you pass that off?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think I heard you. Uh-oh. It's happening again.
Oh, we're caught. Okay. I think we had a little.
No, I heard. I kept it. Yes.
Okay. You did keep it. Okay. There's one card that I really want to share with you is the Platinum Portraits. So now traditionally that's been a card that's got a million little poke holes through it, and you're covering your face. Is that a good thing? I'm just really fascinated by this. You got to tell me about it.
You got one fan, Billy. No.
Yeah, this design actually is, I believe it's a pickup from the Metal Champion.
Okay.
That Tony built. Really, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, you keep going in and out.
Got me?
Billy.
Yep.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh boy.
Nope.
No.
Man, yeah, it's frustrating. This is from Metal Champions. I picked it up. Gene created such a unique design, and since we hadn't done it for hockey players, I wanted to do it. I wanted to kind of pick that one up.
So, is it a die cut card, or is it how?
Oh, yeah.
Explain kind of how it works.
That's
okay.
Completely die cut.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
All the black that you see, that's die cut.
I never knew your offices were in on Pluto. You might need to log back out and log back in.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. All right. We'll try again. If we're not, we're a lot of things on this show, but we're persistent. And do we get credit for that?
We're
think so.
consistent. Yeah, we're
We're
consistent.
consistently persistent.
Yeah.
That too.
Well, he'll be back, I'm sure in a second. And then we'll go into Ask Billy Everything. So now and then we'll get
Yeah,
him
we
out
should
here
probably hit that up.
before he has an aneurysm.
Yeah.
Rapid fire.
Maybe we can talk to Upper Deck about their Wi-Fi.
I'll
Yeah.
go out there and take care of it.
Hi, William.
Yeah, as mentioned, I'm never going to hear the end of this because it was specifically I shut everything.
Well, I don't think you're not in charge of the Wi-Fi at Upper
Are
Deck,
your, are your colleagues watching? Is anyone that you work with maybe watching? And they're like, "Well, Billy, that was right." And you're like, "Yeah, I wonder why."
Well, there's
Wi-Fi.
going to be someone that's watching that's going to be like, "I told you," and I did everything I was supposed to do. Anyway,
Yeah.
Platinum Portraits was a design from Metal Champions that I picked up. It's laser die cut, so everyone is individually die cut. It's actually pretty. I like that comment.
Yeah,
It's
that's good.
it's actually one of the most unique designs that I'd ever seen, and I wanted to kind of pick that one up for hockey because it hadn't been done for hockey yet. It had been done for multi-sport.
Yeah. What I like about this is that Platinum Portraits are they're amazing cards. If you've never seen one in hand, it's like you don't even know how they make it because it's a card that's the player's like a million little poke holes in the card, but they have never changed. And at some point you have to make a decision, right? Either to retire a card like that or to reimagine the concept. And it looks like that you guys went with the reimagination route on this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's time for Ask Billy Everything. Okay, chat. This is your opportunity to go ham.
Wait.
Oh,
Real quick. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I'll release this for you guys. I don't know if this is news or whatever, but one of the big selling points or one of the big really cool things that maybe you guys hear it first. So Metal Universe will have hot boxes next year. And what I mean by hot boxes is
A cigarette?
Jamaican shower?
Yes. Phil, different type. So we've never done the blue PMG. I haven't done the blue PMGs for the regular base cards. So what I've done is we've built a number of boxes where every single pack will have one blue PMG in the box.
Ooh.
So there's hot boxes. So you're going to get 15 blue PMGs in a box.
Wow.
And it's for the base set and the rookie. So that's throughout the whole print run is for the first time we're doing PMG hot boxes. And I'm not stepping on the toes of the greens and the reds and the golds. Those are there. Those will fall when they're supposed to fall. But blues have been in
they've been in the 2013 retros, the comic book ones.
So I wanted to create a little buzz, get some more people excited about Metal Universe.
They're excited.
So
Chat's-
there are blue PMG hot boxes in next year's Metal Universe.
All right.
Breaking news only on the Gong Show.
Mm-hmm.
Did we learn about hot boxes?
Yes.
The word of the day is hot box.
That was word of the
Okay,
yeah.
Now it's time for Ask Billy Everything. And again, we joked at the start of the show that you could ask him personal questions. Don't do that. We want to be respectful. And Billy isn't in charge of everything at Upper Deck, even though we like to assume he is. So try to think of questions that, he can give you an answer. But, and this is one of the beautiful things and one of the things I appreciate most about our friends at the Upper Deck Company is by having someone like Billy willing to come on and answer for, you committed to what? Was it 6 or 7 hours right now of question answering? It's an amazing amount of time.
Because his bandwidth is going to keep up.
Because it's my show, I get to start off with the first question that's already been asked, I've seen in chat, but it's been a hot topic on our show. Did the pricing of physical hobby boxes of Fleer Ultra, did that go as you guys planned, or is there a lesson learned there? Did you ever imagine it would be 500 bones US a box here right out of the gate?
Look, our goal was to get people to see Fleer Ultra. because it's been an EPAC exclusive product.
Yep.
It's a great product. It's been a lot of fun for the past number of years to make. And I think Pat built it one year, and I've built a bunch of them. And I enjoy making it, and I wish people would be able to see more of it. So we're just like, well, how are we going to get them to see it? We got to make some physical like out there first. So it kind of gets them excited for when it comes out to EPAC.
Yep.
We did that. We did a very limited amount. And it kind of supply and demand, I guess. We weren't trying to come up with any kind of
demand it didn't go up. It came out of the like. Is it okay to say like I didn't make the price? I was a different department. Like I don't know. Wouldn't that'd be my answer?
Oh, you think we came up with the price?
No. I'm saying you could say you're a product manager. You're not You're not the sales.
He means Upper Deck, Phil. He's saying Upper Deck didn't come up with the price.
Oh, Upper Deck didn't recommend a price. That was strictly all your second.
Look, we look.
Holy
and
crap!
This is something that I think has been said, but
It has.
we give suggestive SRPs that people can go by and not go by. If there is a huge demand, for something,
Yeah.
they're probably going to raise the price. That being said, there's been a lot of products that maybe these same people have gotten stuck with. And then people always talk about how much they love some of these older products like UD Black and stuff. They loved it when it got cheap, when it was below what the suggestive SRP was. So for every time there's something like Fleer Ultra, there's something else that I'll just throw Contours under the bus. There's Contours where, it didn't go as well. So, they're in a business. We're in a business.
No, I think the main thing is like it's not kind of it's like, whoa, that's a little pricey. It flat out makes no sense. I'm just telling you. There's like you're joking about a $50,000 card. Do you know the top 10 sales of Fleer Ultra are the boxes?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, it's not a supply. It's just confusing. That one was that. I mean, that so many people went to their card shops to buy that and were just like fainted. It was because you're right. That is one of the best sets that so many people are so excited for. I think there was just, it's just so much. It's so mysterious. It's just incredibly mysterious. Someone pushed it that $500 way. We'll never know, but there's somebody who kind of pushed
I have a
way.
theory, Phil, and maybe Billy, you can tell me if my theory has been right on this. Is that so? A product like Series 2, right? It's already going up. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but this product is already up $20 a box because Schaefer is awesome.
Yeah.
And it's what happens with most products. The Celebrini release, Series 2 of last year, was really cheap until about 3 months ago. And then it skyrocketed and now it's sold out. So the traditional order of products is they come out cheap. And then if a player catches fire and there's a hot rookie, then the boxes go up. If it's not as exciting rookies, then they go down, right? Here's my theory on Fleer Ultra. Because everyone kind of knew that this was very limited, like you guys didn't print a lot of it, that the people that set the price were like, well, we don't know. There's not enough of it to price it low and then increase the price if people jump on it. So we're going to price it really high out of the gate and then lower it if people, it's like the reverse approach to it. Because you're already seeing it's down like at Dave and Adams here in the US. It's down to $450 already. So it's already starting to come down. So they just did it,
it's just a reverse way of doing it, right? Let's start at the top.
That's my theory. I don't know, Billy, am I right?
Makes sense. I get that. I mean, it sucks, but I get it. I get that.
I completely understand your logic there, Josh.
Okay.
What about my logic?
Well,
all you said was, "Oh, I understand." You didn't say anything.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. From here on out, Phil, you're the mailbag guy, so we'll put you in charge of firing up questions.
Well, I'm not scrolling back up, so I mean, I'll scroll back, but I'm not going to the beginning. That's crazy. We'll start here. I'm starting at.
Just click on that starred thing that says 9. Those are tell you the ones you starred.
So here we go. We got the BC backyard. Billy, can you talk about how the Olympic licensing works with Tim's cards?
I think Hortons has an Olympic license, so they can do stuff.
And they probably have the Canada Olympic license, where we're talking more the U.S. Olympic license,
Okay.
which I'm assuming are different.
Well, they closed the Hortons that was in Michigan that I used to visit. Do we still have Hortons in U.S.?
They had one at the Mall of America for, it was like a year, Louis, something like
We
that.
did.
American
Yeah.
company and you don't have any in America? It's crazy. Okay, next question. Noah, R17. Can we make the current Fanimation a 1 year only design? Besides that, keep up the great work at Upper Deck.
So I found your burner account, Phil. Next.
I think we already
Katie
answered
and
that.
Phil
but
have
I
many
think
burner accounts.
it's a 2 year design. It's a 2 year design, I believe Billy said. Okay. Next one. Micah. Billy, what's going to be the set of this year? This is more of an opinion question. Last year, he thinks it was metal. This year's metal is not looking as strong, but what do you think is going to be the best set?
Wow. The fact
Good
that
question.
you said that about metal already. I think the one that has the biggest, that's probably going to be the most popular change is going to be ice. I'm really excited about the new configuration, about the designs are crushed it. And I think it's going to be nice to bring ice back. Like I really like.
Yeah, I'm excited, man.
I'm the guy that's been building ice, and it's on me. I've tried some new things; it didn't work. This one I think will work, and I'm really excited about it.
Sweet,
good. I love ice.
Oh, and a new set that I think is going to be amazing is Tableau. That's
Tableau.
It's a box opening experience. Based with autographs and amazing photography. Tableau is really one of our first sets that we've built in a while that it's a box opening experience. I think people are really going to like it. And I know Tony did a great job.
Excellent.
Building that set. And
Good.
You're going to see some really
very exciting.
Will that be a 25-26 product?
Yeah.
Any idea on time frame there?
Towards the end of the year. I'm not exactly sure the date.
Okay, here we go. So we got a question from Mike. Billy, are you hiring?
Always. Yeah, go on our website. We're hiring.
I think IT support and IT infrastructure, they might be hiring as of tomorrow.
Okay, a lot of these questions have been answered. So there we go. Can you? Oh well, I think we already did that. Okay, here I'll go back up. I'll go back up front. Tableau. Could you explain quickly what that is? It's an insert set.
Oh, it's a high end product. It's up there with Ultimate and with Premiere and it's we've got images of rookies that we've been working on for 3 or 4 years to get a specific style of photography for these guys. And it's like 3 packs. There's a tray. It's beautiful. They put a lot into it.
Good. Next question. It's freaking Pauly. Will Fleer Ultra go through COMC or the Authority when it gets to EPAC? Good
Great
question.
I don't get to determine that. I'm not sure.
Got a question here from Pop Junk. Hi, Billy. Billy says hello. Regarding a 16-bit checklist in Allure, he loves the 2C 16-bit Gretzky in an Oilers uni, Joe Sakic in a Quebec Nordiques uni, legends before, but no Celebrini or Schaefer. Our number 1 draft picks MIA. There's got to be a reason.
It's tough because if you do that, and I think they might be doing that in the future, that's original artwork, and Allure is built to where Allure is a tough build, and I'll explain why. It's built to where specific forms need to be done at a certain time, and kind of like Series 1, it can only have holdover rookies. So you have like your base, and that's why we had like the SP that were tough, that were the new skating rookies. We finally kind of figured it out, but we've had to spend money on a number of different forms to create the new skating rookies and all of their parallels. So because the player hasn't skated yet, it's more like, do we want to spend the money and risk it because it has to be able to be pulled if the guy doesn't skate.
That's good. That makes sense. Next question. Will the Four Nations cards be an OPG Platinum?
You've got more Four Nations coming. Trust me. I can't remember if Tony put it in Platinum or not. You're probably saying that because it was probably an OPG. I don't know if Tony put it in platinum or not.
Okay. Next question. Flare checklist. When? Also coming to EPAC as well, or no?
It will be on EPAC, and the checklist come out 2 weeks before release date.
Yep.
Excellent answer, Billy. Next question.
And
Will
and
be-
it'll come out 13 days on Hockey Gongshow checklist website probably before the product comes out.
From Dave, with the authority slabbing cup rookies, and since they grade cards, will Upper Deck get them to put grades on them in the future?
We're doing a lot with the authority. I'm sorry, I'm giving you general answers, but
It's
some of
okay.
these aren't necessarily my department. We are working with the authority on a lot of stuff. What that is will be announced when it needs to be announced.
Do you get to talk to our friend Jeff Mullen?
I
Go
have
out there?
talked to Jeff. I have talked to Jeff.
That's awesome. Love Jeff.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Very smart. Very smart. Okay, here we go. Next question from Dave. Oh, nope. Boop, 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 boop. Sorry, Mike Zilla. With products like Fleer making their triumphant return. Yes, Mike. Any plans to resurrect champs? Little less enthusiasm for me.
I haven't seen anything yet on it. No.
Okay. Next question from Anthony, best friend of the show. How do you acquire so many in-person autos? This is a bit of a personal question, but I'm going to let it slide because it's a good one. And red carpet events and UD events. If you haven't, hold on, Billy. If you haven't seen Billy's Instagram, he meets a lot of famous people and important people, and he has great pictures with that beautiful smile of his with them. So
Wait a
I
minute.
recommend-
I thought it was all famous people meeting Billy.
yeah, it could be that way. Yeah.
So I've got a hobby. You know, I like to collect autographs, celebrity autographs, and you know, I've been doing it for like 16 years. So doing it, you kind of fall into it. Like I kind of fell into it, and then it's just kind of you learn stuff, and so there's different things go on all the time. This last weekend was the SAG Awards, so it's just kind of like, okay, let's hang out here. Let's hang out here. We might see some people, and we did. Here's where the Netflix party is. Okay, we'll wait outside, and some people came over, and you know, you kind of have to know who's going to be. You kind of sometimes it's guessing, sometimes you know who's going to be at these things, and you kind of print stuff ahead of time, or like myself, you have a trunk full of unsigned photos from all the times you didn't get the people. So then you just pull those out, and yeah, it's a fun little hobby.
I have a follow-up question to that.
Yeah.
It's a two-part. Who's the nicest, like really famous celebrity, and then who's the crabbiest?
So I have now split this into two for the nicest, because I go male and female. Because the answer always used to just be Jessica Chastain. Jessica Chastain is the nicest human being in the world. Always signs, always takes pictures.
Queen.
It's funny because these people that do everything professionally will be like, well, she doesn't rack. And what rack means is just like sign a million things. You don't have to sign a million things to be the nicest person. She signs every time. Will always take a picture. It's kind of funny because I think she finally recognizes me. I have like 30 pictures with her. I think she finally recognized me because I'll be like, can you make it out to Billy with a Y? Because I don't care if she personalizes it. And she's like, I've got a brother who's Billy with a Y. So now I always be like, can you make it out to Billy with a Y like your brother?
It is so rare to have Billy with a Y.
Well, I always joke.
What else would it be?
I go,
I.e.
because of Billie Eilish. And I even make that joke. I go, Billie Eilish ruined it for me because she spells it Vilie. So then I get some laughing. The other one is Guillermo del Toro. That guy is he's a director. I don't know if you know who he is. He's a director.
And Labyrinth, come on.
Okay, just some people might not know.
Oh, they're crazy people.
I don't
They don't
really
need
do
taking
directors
probably.
very often, but he will always sign. He's one of those that he'll sign until like you've signed everything you have. Super nice, and the guy doesn't get around very well. Like he'll literally have his security guard grab everything, take it in. One time, I went to a Q&A. He grabbed everything, and there were other cast members in there, and he made the other cast members sign the stuff. If it was cast pieces. Like,
That's amazing.
Unbelievable. The worst.
All right, now get to the crab.
The worst now, even though I have gotten her, is Kristen Stewart. She's just horrible. She just doesn't like the fame. I don't think. One time she literally Like I had this Twilight thing that I got this poster at Comic-Con and like half the cast was at an event. So I'm just like, oh, I'll just work on it. Something for them to sign. And she was one of the last ones I needed. And I'm at a Q&A for another movie. I think it was On the Road. And I'm like, you're one of the last ones I need. Could you please sign? She's like, last ones? I'm like, yeah. She looks at it and she's like, what are you going to do with it? I go, keep it. She's like, yeah, right.
Oh,
and
you
literally walked off the stage. And I'm like,
should have been like,
okay.
I'm going to keep it and smell it forever.
And so I've had other experiences, and I just had one for this movie that she directed, and you'd think she'd be promoted, and she could not. She had Dakota Fanning with her, was the moderator, and she just stood by herself, and her security guard like, please step away, like don't even come by us, and like she's trying to get votes, and she's like just ignoring people. So
Anthony's not allowed to ask more questions. Okay,
That's my
Sylvain, question: will the blue PMGs have retros too?
Did I take out the retros?
I think you told me you took out the
I
retro.
took out the retros, yeah.
Okay.
No.
Next question. Vegas Collector. It's too late. It's over. Will there be a crossover between PWHL and NHL cards like Megan Keller and Jack Hughes?
I love the idea. The only thing that sucks about that is now you're paying 2 license fees.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
4 license fees if the PAs and the leads.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to make a joke, but I won't. Okay. Scott Neighbors, great friend of the show, best friend of the show. Has Billy come to the Spring Expo, or is he still in trouble with human resources?
I should be coming.
Yeah. 90s night, baby. All right. Cheeto Fingers. May have already been asked, but since you released the odds in the Fanimations, is it the same odds for previous Fanimation designs?
No.
Excellent answer.
I'll explain that real quick. So one of the things with like things like Fanimation and things like Jambalayas and stuff, in my head, I have a specific number of those I want available. So I build according to how many of those cards I specifically want, similar to like acetate Young Guns.
Like 25 Young Guns acetates.
Billy doesn't count very high, so
Exactly.
Vegas, no, you will die of old age before you get your cards from ComC. Billy works for Upper Deck.
I got an order. It's at 3 months right now. I didn't even. It's not even a bulk order. It's a standard one.
It's crazy. And our friend, our good friend Jeremy Lee, just got sponsored by them. I'm sending him a DM right after this show. You can track down my cards.
$145 to ship my cards to me. Come on,
that's crazy, dude. Crazy. Okay, next question. We got 11 left. That's it. No more questions. What would it take to get traded players and their new teams' jerseys in extended? It's an advantageous ask. But
the thing is, those base designs are made way in advance.
Yeah. Big time. Like years in advance. Okay. Mike Fleury. How does a grading company know if a card is perfectly centered? Billy works for Upper Deck. Oh, okay. Well, maybe you could would a grading company have to access to the original? Do you give grading companies proofs of cards? Maybe that's to modify his question. No. No. Okay. No, they're not in cahoots with each other. The grading company is its own entity. I know what you mean, though, Mike. I know what you mean. Okay. Back at BC backyard. Billy, with set planning happening 1 to 2, 3 years out, we were just talking about that. How does Upper Deck plan for player retirements? Thinking about Crosby and Ovi retirements in the years ahead.
We think about it. We've planned ahead. Like Ovi, we don't even know what's going on. There was rumors that he was going to go to Russia. There was rumors he was going to do this. Like, we kind of just keep it in mind.
Okay, next question. Now that EPAC is sold out of 24-25 Upper Deck Series 2, is Celebrating Gold 101 in a physical box? Probably.
Did anybody pull it on EPAC?
Not that I heard of.
Well, not that. Well, yeah, you would know on EPAC because it shows up somehow, right? Isn't there a thing about EPAC? Like if the card gets pulled, it's available in the marketplace unless somebody turns makes it hidden or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Good question. Next question. Yeah. Does Upper Deck have a focus group that they show product ideas to before rolling them out? If they do, sign Knoxville up.
We've got some consultants. We've got some people that we talk to. We've got people that have signed NDAs. So to answer that question, there's some people that we like to talk to. and kind of get some feedback. But a lot of that is actually just internally. You got to keep in mind, you've got a lot of collectors working in this department. So we bounce a lot of stuff back off of each other. That being said, even though as much as I spend on EPAC, there's still, I don't get to see as many consumers as maybe some other people do. So we do talk to some people.
Oh,
Okay.
and so Van had a really good, important follow up on the Celebrini 101. There can be just because you buy a box or case on EPAC, it doesn't mean you have to open it. You can buy the box or case and leave it unopened for 10 years. So
Cool.
in that example, it could still be an EPAC.
Good point. Good question here from Thorson. Major League Baseball and Topps have a cutoff date for when players who have debuted get their rookie card that year or carried over to the next. He believes it's May 30th or something. Does Upper Deck have a similar policy?
Yes, but that date floats around.
It's dynamic, not static.
It's not the exact same day every year.
Okay. Alex Muse. Are something going to be less inserts in products since ice will be a 1-pack product?
Are there going to be less inserts in ice
Are they?
since it's
Okay.
only a
Are they
one-pack
going to
product?
be? Yeah.
Yes, I guess you could say. It's all like higher quality cards. They're not like 20-point cards. I think they're all like
cool.
60. They're dual-sided acetate.
It's going to be interesting. Can't wait to
yeah.
see.
So
All right.
it's a lot less inserts.
Any reason Game Use changed base to non-numbered and added base cards when most sets are slimming down?
Yeah, because I wanted to build a better SP game used.
Good answer. Billy, can we get Upper Deck canvas, memorabilia, and memorabilia autos? That feels a little can't change the rules in baseball. You just can't. I don't know. What do you think? Sorry, I'm gonna get rid of it.
Oh, okay. No, I mean that's not a horrible idea, but it's just we don't make
Why mess with the great thing?
we don't make mem cards in flagship right now, so
Yeah.
really wouldn't work.
Day with the Cup. Why are some years series so harder to pull? How is that determined? You can give him attitude. It's fine.
Oh, it's depends who wins.
Okay, good answer. Yeah, I like that answer.
Ooh.
That's a great answer. Yeah, if
Saucy.
Detroit wins, it's the whole package. Day with the Cup, everybody. Oh God. Okay, Kaz Schiller. What is the tech used to create the bootleg cards? Oh, good, Lucas. I asked this a few weeks ago. Or is this for Gene's Ask Me Anything?
No, I think it's like a soft touch with a Scodex foil. So it's a foil with a soft touch UV on it. Again, Gene loves to mess with textures. You'll see more and more of that in some future sets, and that's what that is.
I don't really want. I can't stand this, but I love you, Mike. Will there ever be cards of your favorite card influencers, ahem, reporters, maybe in Goodwin Champions? I don't think, for the record, I don't think any non-athlete should ever be on any sports card, ever. That's not what they're for. That's not what they're for. When Topps did that, I hope Upper Deck never does that. It's sweet. It's flattering to people, but Upper Deck, you are an institution in my heart. Do not water it down with a bunch of regular pedestrian people on sports cards. But you can answer it now that I hijacked that. I'm sorry.
Not that I know, not that I can see in the future. No.
Excellent, Billy. Thank you. Great answer. Potsy, checking in late. What's going on with the retro Young Guns outbursts? Why do some have gold on the sides? I never noticed.
I'd have to see it. Is the retros? Is that part of the design? It's the team color. I believe it's the team color.
Cool. Okay.
From that specific design.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, right on.
I want to say the Flurry has that.
My boy Hamza, will we get more Christmas themed blasters in the future of flagship? Great question, Hamza.
Yeah, I think we're looking into that. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Billy, how is AI transforming your job?
Ooh, great question.
It's not. Jason does not allow, or not. Upper Deck does not allow AI.
Have you guys had talks with
Yet.
that you know of with the NHL and like what their stance is on that? Like, are they anti sort of like any embellishment of players? Like with
I have no idea. I don't get to talk to the NHL. They keep me away from those guys. But
He's chopping up.
We've
it's weird you
specifically
asked
been
the AI
told
question.
Yeah,
And the robots.
Skynet's not letting him answer.
Mm-mm.
Okay, Billy, are
I
there
back?
any new memorabilia?
Yep.
You're back.
Yeah, you're good.
Am I
Are
back?
there any? Yep. Okay. Are there any? Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. Are there any new memorabilia cards that are of items that have never been released in the past that are in the works? Example: seats from a rink, parts of a rink, etc.
I'm trying to think if I mean,
Well, there's seat cards. Like Artifacts has
Well,
seat cards from all the old arenas.
yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of what else you can put in there. To be honest with you,
Like the
But,
towel dispenser in the bathroom.
Yeah, soap.
right? Exactly. Nothing jumps to mind. There's other innovative stuff that we're working on, but I don't know if memorabilia. Oh well, how about debut jerseys? Hello, jerseys
Yeah.
from their first game. That's new. That's coming out and extended. Get
Never heard of
excited.
it.
Yep.
All right. Are you always using a prior year photo on the cards, or do you have an older picture as long as they wear the proper jersey?
The league is
Good
very
question.
specific. Like if like it's the previous year, the league wants it. Like unless there's a theme behind the set that's supposed to be an older image, it's the pictures are supposed to be from the previous year.
Okay. Was the red and gold outburst intentional for Brad Marchand, or was it by accident? Quiet, Vegas. You get out of here. Okay, you don't have to answer that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, here we go. I think that. Oh no, wait, there was one left. I think we have one question left. Oh yeah, here we go. Will the NHL Legendary Collection come back from 2001? 2001.
I don't know if we have any plans for it currently.
All
All
right.
right.
All right.
Good job, Billy.
Unless I
Anything else,
missed
Phil?
something. That's everybody.
I thought I saw a question that someone asked earlier, like, Billy, how are you decorating your new office and with what?
I'm sorry. I missed that
like
one.
one.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
answer it. Yeah.
So this is the first thing. I can't remember if I showed you this or not.
It's an 8x10.
I'm really excited about it. I bought this on the bay. I'm like, I gotta do some upper deck stuff, right? I gotta find some.
What's all
So
fun?
I found a Michael
Oh, wow.
Jordan World Cup poster of him.
That is old.
Him dunking a soccer ball. I thought that was pretty cool. So I gotta find a frame for that. And you're like, Billy, why do you need shelves? Well, I need it for specific reasons because I need to show off my Okemos High School Senior Athletic Award, where it shows I played on the varsity soccer and track teams those specific years.
Well, I think we're out of time, Josh.
That needs to go up.
Oh, Billy's internet
also-
went again.
Also
Oh,
from high
no.
school.
You're breaking up.
Am I really?
No.
Yes. Also need to show off my intramural bowling trophy
I
championship.
love bowling.
Senior high school,
You're a bowler, dude. Awesome.
1993 intramural bowling champ.
You guys went all out
but-
on the trophy
He was,
there.
he was
This
the
is-
ball
this is-
walker.
I went to my house in Michigan that I'm gonna be selling, and so I was going through the garage and found a bunch of fun stuff. But when everyone asks me, like, tell me something about you that I wouldn't know, what a lot of people don't know is I used to race sailboats, and so I have my Lansing Sailing Club Sunfish 1988 first place trophy for the year. That
Did you blow into the sail and make it go?
Yeah. What size was your dinghy?
I do have the record for most capsizes in one race at the time, which was 5.
You're reckless and a danger to the ocean.
It was windy. My boat fell apart. I even capsized while I was being towed by the committee boat back to the land. It was kind of funny. So yeah.
It happens.
So thank you for asking. Whoever asked that question. And my Blackpink mug.
Oh, that's a cool mug.
Yeah.
Very
Is that that pop group
Heart
wait, what
Foundation
was
of
the
you.
card that you designed after that?
What? Did I do something?
You did.
No.
What was the card?
What?
You designed a card after that mug, after that band.
No. Has
Oh.
anything been solicited yet? No.
Oh, I thought it already came out. I'm sorry.
No.
Okay, you didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, now I'm in HR tomorrow. Okay. Well, thank you for Ask Billy Everything. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
I'm trying to figure out how I weigh like 500 pounds in that photo.
I couldn't.
you're a big boy
I couldn't
there.
change it.
I was like, who was the old coach from the Jets? The
Rex
defensive
Ryan.
coordinator?
Now let's go eat a goddamn snack.
His brother.
Oh,
I'm
Who's
eating
the
I'm
kid?
eating my Mintas.
are you serious, Josh? You don't know the story behind this? That's Billy. As a kid.
Oh, it
Yeah.
is?
Yeah.
Oh, you had red hair?
I had strawberry blonde hair growing up.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And you traded it in for Jesus hair. That's interesting.
Amen.
All right. Well, good job by you, Billy, on 25, 26, Upper Deck Series 2. The hobby's very excited about your Matthew Schaefer Young Guns. And we'll probably be back again for extended doing our live show. Maybe a better internet then?
Yeah. So
Just get a repeater. It's easy.
real quick too, did you guys show the Schaefer Young Gun yet?
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have the base one though.
You just have the outburst, right?
I need the base.
Okay.
Bring it to the base. Bring it to the base.
All about the base. Oh, yeah. Are you going to mention the $1 billion of free advertising you gave to Coca-Cola?
Oh, so you did read it. Someone was paying. I was going to say, this is how we can afford you guys now.
Oh, stop.
Seriously, do they pay you for that?
No, not at all.
Okay.
There's a big old Coke bottle in the background. And
Yeah.
I was on Grant's break, and he doesn't listen to my troll. I guess he doesn't pay attention to my trolling when I'm on there.
I muted you. I'm a moderator. They don't see your comment.
And so I was just like, oh, look at that Coca-Cola bottle. They paid us $1 billion for that. So I was gonna say, like, that's how we can afford you guys now is because of all the money that Coca-Cola gave us to put on their Young Gun.
Yeah, we're so expensive. You're right. It's quite the, I just feel bad about how much you'll have to raise the box prices now that you sponsor our show.
Now, right?
Yeah, why is Flair so expensive? Because we just sponsored
Why
the
was
Gongshow.
Fleer $500 a box? Because of the Gongshow.
You're paying them what? Wow, that's what they
You
are.
know what trolling I did? What trolling I didn't get to do that I wanted to last time was when you talk about building sets and sets getting out on time, and you guys have now had the experience of building sets that might not necessarily came out on the time that you originally said it was going to come out. Just saying. Yeah, there it is. Right, like boom. There's a Coke bottle right there for you.
Well, and some pharmaceutical company got their DA in there.
Right. And I'm trying to. What is that? Northwest in the background too.
Oh, yeah.
This is like a walking advertisement for somebody.
Yeah, just like we're a walking advertisement for you.
Yeah.
It's funny how that works. There we go. I'm high maintenance.
Really?
What does that mean?
Not always.
High maintenance. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I do have a personal pickup to share that I'm excited. Last item in the to-dos, because I'm a hobbyist and I love cards. And it's kind of a little bit of thematic to today's show. So I have one card to share. It's not from 25-26 Series 2, but it's from Series 1.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
I got an Alexander Ovechkin Retro Young Guns Outburst Silver. And it's a very beautiful card. Got it from our friend Rolo in Canada. And I'm going to say this only because Phil and I think Louis will both identify it with. He was one of those where we agreed to a price. He sends me the card and I go to send him the money. And he's a Canadian. He's like, just give it to me at the expo. It's killing me. I have to find a way to give him. I hate the scenario of owing somebody money.
Yeah, it's not fun. It affects my sleep.
It's not. And so I got to find a way. So it's maybe I broke the rules, Bill, and I shouldn't be showing them personal
Well,
pickups.
my business is no cash this year, so you're gonna all of you Americans gonna have to be big boys and figure that out. I'm not a bank.
That's fine. That's easy enough.
Yeah.
Thanks for the heads up, though.
Very cool looking in hand, and it made me a fan of these cards. And one last, you guys don't ever plan to repeat these, right? And if you do, just do the McDavid.
Yes.
Red one.
Well, we'll come up with 5 more parallels of it, and then we'll just bring back the parallels. I do have one pickup that you guys probably don't care about, but
No, we do.
it's funny. You guys, like, when you were at the expo, how many people were just giving you guys cards? And it just makes no sense. Like, nobody ever gives me cards for the most part. I have like maybe 1 or 2 people that like I'll trade with. Like, I always bring them something. They always bring me something. They don't just randomly get, oh wait, no, I gave you guys cards. So you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, someone, one of the shops is just like, hey, we pulled this and can't find a better home for it. And I'm in shock because it's not like it's a rare card, but they got me the Time Mellow 101 AEW gold SB Game Used. So
She's so
I just want to
athletic.
thank you guys at
that's your main
Gary.
wrestler that you follow.
That's what I
right?
collect. Yep. So that's Auto 101 that I have of her now.
When did she go to the WWE?
She was in the WWE. She was Tanara Conti, and then she during COVID they laid her off, and then she got picked up by AEW, and she's been with AEW the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, there you go. Nice pickup, Billy. Thank you, everyone, for spending time with us tonight. Good luck on your boxes. Good luck on your breaks. Hopefully you hit all Matthew Schaefer Young Guns. And is there any hot packs in Series 2 or no?
No, but a reminder, it's built by the box. It's not built by the case. So like the hits and stuff, you could get a box that has like a Demidov canvas Young Gun with a Schaefer Young Gun with an acetate Schaefer Young Gun. The possibilities are crazy, and that box could be worth $50,000.
$50,000.
On that note, we love you guys. Thank you, chat, for all your amazing questions and contributions throughout the show. We'll be back on Monday.
I see you,
with
Vegas.
Another Gongshow podcast. Be sure to check in out our Slab Sharks show tomorrow night, and then Friday Nights with Phil on Friday. And California Dave will have a box opening video of his Series 2 box in the next day or so, too. Bye, guys.